best.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, what can I say? The room is already full of greatness.
That was I actually did like a pirouette as opposed to a spin that time. It was more of a
very, very nice.
yeah.
I've got nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Studio Rats Q&A Live number 260. My name's James Ivy.
I'm Paul Drew.
Vinny the Axe.
Y'all have done 260 of these?
Believe it or not, yeah.
I can't believe that people still come back for this guff.
To be honest, most of them are now in the room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right here, so
it's just a way of having a live chat, isn't it?
You are all very welcome along to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. Lots going on this week. Lots to talk about. However, I don't make the rules. I purely follow them. Unless you are my children, then I do make the rules. And that's enough said of that. Mr. Drew, what have you been up to?
Been over at yours. I've been over at yours. Oh, did I have the Liverpool special in last week?
You
did
not have it. No,
I did not. So the Liverpool special turned up. Let me go and get that. Actually,
video turned out great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. I'm going to pull out my headphones. Hold on. So yeah. Well pleased with this. It's I bought a I got an SG special last time, and the frets. Have you ever bought a Murphy Lab or a custom shop Gibson, and the frets are just so low?
Yep.
I have never bought one newer that does that, but I've played some older Gibsons where the frets, and I don't mean fretless wonders. Everybody thinks that's what I mean. They weren't the only ones that had excessively low frets.
Both of my Murphy Labs had really, really low frets.
It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird thing. With this one, I was worried. I was worried this was going to come like that, and it didn't. It's perfect, and it's my favorite Gibson.
Now,
even though not my favorite looking, but my favorite.
Oh, I think it looks ace.
Yeah. Interestingly, having spoken to Steve about my guitar tech at Guitar Lodge around here in Felixstowe, Steve said he believes that all the high-end Gibsons get plecked before they leave the factory.
They do.
Yes, they do.
Is it just the high-end ones?
Yes, I believe they only pleck the high-end ones,
and hence a lot of them come out with flat spots and flat top frets and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
See, I've never had a pleck that came out poorly. All of them have come out spectacular. Now, I've not had a bunch, but for example, Novo plecks every single guitar that comes out of their factory, and every one of those has been spectacular.
Yeah, I wonder what that is about the Gibsons. But anyway, so that SG was, the frets were so low, and I've had my 59's a little bit low for me, but this came out, it's perfect, and it's it's brilliant. And my 335 came back, so it's all good news. It's all good news. What about everybody else?
I took a trip to sunny Felixstowe on last Friday to collect this baby.
Yeah, try and lift that.
I did try and make it look easy, I have to admit, and it's not. This is a guitar for sitting down.
This is your new workout regime.
Oh my god! I mean, it's got to be £10. It's got to be.
It's a 10 pounder.
You've not weighed it yet?
No.
Oh, come on now. You got to weigh it.
However, it's had new frets and a setup and lots of love. There's still a couple of things I want to do to it, and Paul pointed out a couple of things that will make it into the video that we do eventually do or redo. But the fret work on this is
a great job with the frets.
Phenomenal. I mean, the frets are enormous.
As they should.
I think Edmund Hillary is going to write me a letter from the top of some of these.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, it's really good. It's a nice guitar. That a couple of things missed, I think, with the when it came back to you.
For the machine to play, this thing sounds awesome.
It does sound good. It does sound good.
I do then get a proper workout because it's a beast.
Nice.
But it ain't going anywhere because it's a birthday guitar and I'm keeping it. Other than that, Mr. Drew came over on Monday and was grumpy.
Well, I left at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to his house.
Mhm.
and it's just I was so tired from the weekend as well. Just like
We shot some
it was
video.
not good.
The first of which came out today. The
Bluetooth controller for the Tonex.
Tonex. Oh yeah,
It's clever thing that.
very very clever, very smart people at Exonic. Yeah, that's good. There's another video coming out about some kit that Paul wasn't quite so enamored with, but I actually think that it sounds really good on the video.
Was it Atmos related? That would explain it.
No, no, it was our history related.
Yeah, that's coming in the next few days.
Yeah,
Phil, what have you been up to?
I got a couple of things. I'm gonna hijack for some two things. I'm gonna do a little bit of personal promotion here. Because I've not done a good job of promoting it previously because summer got so busy, I never got the video recorded. So I've got to record a couple of videos before I send it. But I'm giving this guitar away.
Oh,
nice!
Look at that.
And it is a wherever you are. But if you were international, to me, y'all, you may have to split shipping with me. But otherwise, it's a classic player. I mean, classic vibe, jazz master. You know, nothing crazy special there. It's a Squire. But I had Seymour Duncan sent me some of their silencer Jazzmaster pickups to put in it. And I got a wiring harness from Gun Street that has push-pulls for phase reversal and series parallel switching. So that's real rad. And then Sweetwater gave me a really, really great gig bag that I'm kind of sad I have to send off.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, look at that.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Who makes that?
this is a Gator case. So Sweetwater, since they own Gator now. But I'm gonna put this under my desk right now.
That looks like they should be on a cruise ship boat.
It came in and I was like, that is a very bright red. And so but it looks great. I really, really nice gig bag. It's like I think this is a $250 gig bag. And
wow.
So yeah, the gig bag, I bought the guitar, so that's where the sponsorship comes from, 40 Watt Podcast with the guitar. But it's good. It's a really great guitar. I hate to move it on, except I am glad to move it on because I need space.
The classic vibe stuff, in my experience, is always really good. You know, there's stuff in it you can see where they've cut the corners, but it's not on the build and the playability.
No. I did just the tiniest bit of, and I can't promise it won't need it again by the time it ships out, but I cleaned up the edges of the frets. I did knock out a high fret and re-crowned that. So it should be ready to play straight out of the box. It sounds great. There will be a set of instructions that comes for the wiring harness because the way he set it up, because the phase reversal only matters if it's both pickups, because it doesn't, phase doesn't matter if it's just one of them. What he's done is he's wired it up so the phase switch cuts out the three-way toggle, and now the three-way toggle is a kill switch, so you can flip back and forth as a kill switch. And that threw me off when I first used it. I was like, what's going on here? So yeah, it's a rad guitar. Right. I'm really excited to get it in somebody's hands. You can go over to, I did a live stream with Steve, and maybe I'll remember, I can't post a link in yours. Maybe I'll send it to James and he can post it. But
yeah, I will do. Yeah.
And it's super easy. Just give me your email address. You can get some other entries by, subscribing to the YouTube channel, following the Instagram page, those kinds of things. But it's real easy, and I promise not to spam your email.
Oh, awesome. Well done. Yeah, well done, mate. Good job. Vinny.
Well,
okay,
faster. We're going to talk about that. I made this trade today. This is a Fender Ultra Telecaster. So I really can't talk too much about it because I've had all of 20 minutes to play it this afternoon. So it sounds like a guitar. It plays like a Telecaster.
The color's awesome.
The color is killer. There's no one way to picture it to. Oh, look, there you guys are. There's no good way to explain this color. It's got, I thought it was a plastic guard, but it's a metal anodized pick guard.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll see how I like it or if I move it on.
You're gonna change the noiseless pickups.
Man, that's if I keep it, that's the first thing I'm doing because not a fan. I've already determined I'm not a fan of those.
Got to get them out.
Yeah.
Vinny.
All right, so let's see. I ordered a pick guard for my Silver Sky. So I literally thought about pulling it apart. I was joking around last episode. I literally thought about sanding it down, just prepping it for paint, and then paint swirling it and cutting a monkey grip in it like a Steve Vai gem. And I decided
I thought you were joking.
I was
thought you were
kind of,
joking.
but I really thought about it hard, and I was going to buy all the materials to do it, and I just, it's the pick guard and the body shape of that doesn't really a lot of room for a monkey grip to be cut into it. So I kind of, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go whole hog into it, or I'm not going to do it at all. So I decided I'm not going to do it. I know it would break the internet and my channel would go viral because of it.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Yeah. But I decided, you know what? Let me get a pick guard for it. So I found a guy that makes pick guards for the Silver Sky because every one of them are white. There is no variant on any of the Silver Skies. They're all white. So I found a guy that makes and I know I normally say I hate perloid, but he makes a brown tortoise perloid. So it's got browns and like light colors. It almost looks like some of the pick guards you would see that get glued on top of an acoustic guitar.
Oh, I know the kind you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And it looked cool. And I think it'll bring out that sand color on the guitar because the guitar looks gray with that white pick guard on there. So, it's a sand color. And I tested the color combo with my wife and she was just like, I think that would work. So I ordered it. We'll see what happens. I'll do a video on it. Second thing is because I was in the Steve Vai gem mode, I actually bought a Steve Vai gem guitar, a 2016 Woody, which only came out for a couple of years. And I got the first iteration of it that actually has the rosewood top on it. And it has the burl pickguard, which I'm not a total fan of, but I got it for a deal. And I'll show it to you guys next week. Hopefully it'll be here by then and it'll come in. So that, and then this came in. I wonder if I should just do the peak game with you. This came in.
Yeah, come do the peak. Come on.
For a setup.
Keep going. Keep going.
What you got there?
Keep it going.
I like where we're going.
Stop. I haven't got a clue what that is.
Is that a hammer?
No, but the 3 inline knobs would make you think that, right?
Yeah.
So
it's pretty.
It is.
Yeah,
really
it's nicely made.
Okay, so this is a guitar I've been talking about before on this channel, and I wanted to show this to everybody watching because we've got into the whole with the James Tyler Chinese build guitar that I have, right, and all that.
Yeah,
this is an Ibanez Artist ARC 500 that came out in 2007. I owned one of these, sold it to a buddy of mine who sold it to somebody else, and he regretted it, and he found another one in mint condition. So I just want to show some of the work of this because this is from 2007, and I want you to see some of the fretwork and stuff on this guitar.
It looks pretty.
I'm wilded out by the microtune bridge, though.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody actually even likes those, but whatever. But look at the work on this. Look at the fret ends.
It's got a maple binding on it.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
I don't like the over the top. It's a bit too fancy for me.
It is fancy smancy.
Yeah, but
that's a nice bit.
I found a
really bad timber, don't it?
They go for.
Where they go?
So these I bought one when it came into the shop I was working at. It was like $699, I think, $700 back then in 07. I bought it. I played it. I loved it. Somebody else liked it. My buddy liked it. I sold it to him because I wanted to get money for another venture. So I sold it to him. Said it was probably one of the best Ibanez's I've ever owned. Just the construction of it and everything.
Guitar Center has one for $525.
Yes, you can get them for around $500. And this, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. But anyway, the qualities were, this was China making stuff in 2007. From what I understand, they were doing like a test run with this to see if they can build like a higher end guitar out of a place in China. But they only made these for a few years. I also had the like 335 model, which was an Artist 75-ish one, I think it was called or something. Anyway, I'm really not into the semi-hollow, so I sold that one too. It looked the same. It was in this baby bird yellow kind of color. But
that's a Chinese build.
Yeah.
Do you know which factory they were using in China for those?
That I don't know.
I'm really curious.
But I'll tell you what, I could not believe the quality of this was unreal. Even the
I wonder
tuners
if that's. I wonder if that's anything to do with what's the really good Chinese brand
I don't know.
who make the.
But these have those the S85s in them, which are the top shelf PAF style humbuckers that they use in like the Pat Metheny model and all that is in this.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
That sounds great.
yeah, that sounds like a rad guitar.
So it's in for
Yeah.
just a setup and a clean and stuff. And I was like, oh, I forgot you even had that. I forgot you got another one. And he's like, I said, can I use it? I want to show it on the channel. So
That's cool. That's a very cool guitar.
Yeah, that's super rad. Love that.
So-
Yeah, nice.
that's what I'm up to.
It looks expensive.
The other thing I want to show, just because if we're bigging up friends and stuff, because I realised that I'm an idiot and I kept leaving this guitar plugged in.
You've just realized that?
I kept leaving this guitar plugged in. And what's the problem going to be with that?
Active electronics, sir.
Yeah. So my buddy Steve has put that little baby on there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. Hey, what a great job he's done on that as well. That
Yes.
is done a really nice job of that. I'd have
reason-
butchered that.
Reason number 203 not to have active electronics in a guitar, though.
Yeah. Well, I just did my warm up and put the David Gilmour set in that red one, and I wasn't a big fan of trying to put the damn battery underneath that thing. But in the video, I came up with an idea of using poster tack.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys call it over there, but
Attack, we call
I
it.
took a glob of that, and I actually found a guy that makes 9-volt battery insulator jackets that you slide right over that, so there's no chance of it shorting anything out or touching anything, and it's stuck to the bottom, and it's not rattling around and not moving. So
Great.
But that was, I'm an idiot. And I think Steve charged me about 90 quid to do that.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So, yes, that's Moment of Genius. It's funny talking about active electronics and stuff. Obviously, that's the Steve Lukather set. And one of and before we get into too many comments and stuff, and I'll come back to it. Let's get some comments done, and I'll come back to it later on, because then it'll make more sense, hopefully. Here we go. Boom.
Al, hello, mate. He says,
What up,
even
Al?
gents, hope all is well. And you, Al.
He's in the room. I'm not going to put yours up, Phil, because you're already here.
Yeah, but
Is that
yeah,
it?
it's a great comment.
That's a good comment.
All right, then.
He says, oh, yeah, time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I don't chew bubblegum. There we go.
Wow.
Daniel,
He
good
drinks
evening, Rat Pack.
coffee.
Huh?
But he drinks coffee.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every day.
Good evening, Rat Pack, from a very hot and humid North Carolina. Hope everything is well with you and you, Dan. Anyone tried one of those? Go back to Dan a sec. Anyone tried one of those Greg Koch Strats?
No,
No, I can't fancy one of those.
I just,
They look cool.
there's no reverence around me. So
It's weird, isn't it?
is the
Yeah.
Strat 3% enlarged like the telly of his?
I think it
Good
is.
point.
I think it is actually.
He's a big man.
But
Yeah.
is that just because he's enormous, so it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a mandolin? On
Yeah,
him?
that's what he
That's
said.
exactly why he does it.
That's why he said it. It looks like a mandolin, a
man.
regular telly.
But I'm just saying he's more than 3% bigger than the average human. So
Yeah. Yes, he's
a
beastie.
guy I knew who used to be the Ovation demonstrator here in the UK, who was a guy called Matt Smith, who was from California, but from New York, but lives in the UK. And obviously, Ovation made everything from baritones, ukuleles, the whole shebang. And when he used to do, he was a big lad. I mean, when I say big, I mean big lad.
yeah.
And he used to come out for like his second set. He said, with a perfect Ovation looking ukulele, and it was like he said, "This is a ukulele. I'm not huge," and we all went, "Yes, you freaking are."
Nice.
What's the guy that plays the he's got the Epiphone signature model. It's like it's a 1P90 Les
Jared
Paul.
James Nichols.
Jared James, yeah.
He's
And,
massive. He's even bigger. He's
Yeah.
huge.
He's massive, and I feel so bad for that guitar, almost like it needs like a restraining order against him, because he just looks like he's beating the hell out of that damn thing, and it looks so tiny, you know.
He is the nicest guy, though.
That's what I heard.
He's a nice
Super
guy.
nice guy.
Yeah. Do you know, I was sat next to Greg and Jared James Nichol at the bar at Guitar Summit last year. Yeah, no. But anyway, I mean, I'm 6 foot and I look like a midget next to them. They are.
God knows what I would have looked like. They were like, bring your kid to school day or whatever it was.
Which one's mummy? Okay, live. It says, cheers to all rats and rodents from Belgium. Thierry says, greetings from Belgium. Greetings, Thierry. Greetings, okay, live as well. Sorry. Okay, live says, great video on the air step for Tonex. That'll be my next purchase. That thing is a must, I think. If you've got Tonex, that thing's a must.
Yeah, I agree.
The looks of astonishment on Paul's face were genuine because he hadn't seen any of that stuff before. I basically went, "This is what you can do," and you were like,
and I cannot fake excitement or joy or anything. If I'm upset about something, I will show. Yeah, I will show it on my face. Can't do it.
No,
I wish I could.
Stop.
I love it.
What? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on about. Jay Wiseman, good evening, rats from a sunny Buckinghamshire. Evening, Jay Wiseman. Whereabouts in sunny Buckinghamshire?
He's just up the road from, well, a bit over the road.
Just up the road, yeah, not far. Yeah. Anton, hi, rats and chat. Hi, Anton. Red stuff amplification. Red stuff amplification. Don't know red stuff amplification.
No.
Nice. Hi, folks. Hi, red stuff.
Red plate, we know of very well.
Right.
Joe from Passion for Tone. Hello, all. Hello, Joe. If you haven't checked out Joe's channel, go and check out Joe's channel. Good channel. Good player. Hod 8. Good day, rats. Good day, Hod 8. Farid, evening or evening, Farid. Gary, I've just started having acupuncture to help with my wrist pain that stopped me playing. Have you guys used any alternative treatments to help with injuries and pain? I've only had one session so far, though. Yeah, I've had I had sciatica and I back thread. Is it called threaded? Where they do needles.
I don't know, but that sounds terrifying.
I've had heat and ice, or hot and cold on shoulders and stuff, where the theory is that you get the muscle to go from two extremes, and that opens up the muscle.
Oh,
I did a very small amount of PT, which is not alternative by any stretch, but I did PT for physical therapy. I developed cubital tunnel syndrome. I don't know if you're familiar with that one. Not carpal tunnel.
You've got to have something different, haven't you? You've got to
be different.
Well, when you type at supersonic speed.
So yes, actually, it has something to do with that. So there is a cubital nerve that runs along the underside of your arm, and if you're resting your arms on a desk all day, it can aggravate that nerve. And the way it manifests is actually pain in your wrist and hand, and not in your arm where you're actually doing the damage. So once we discovered it, it was just a couple of rounds of physical therapy and it fixed itself. But yeah.
Oh, great. Wow.
It was scary. I was in my 20s. Like, I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
I gave myself tennis elbow, or the equivalent of from playing electric drums, as in not playing real drums, but trying to get electric drums to act like real drums. And I actually quite badly hurt myself. But, hot and cold was what worked for me.
Vice Trucci, hey kids, hope all is well with you as always. Enjoy the Bluetooth controller for Tonex video. Won't use the term game changer, but it's going to keep me from throwing away my Tonex one. Good man.
Yeah, I already sold mine, so.
Have you?
Yeah. I appreciate you not using the term game changer, because if everything's a game changer, I really need to better understand the game we're playing because I don't get it.
I'm just going to check to see how many views it's done. Jay Wiseman, awesome video. Tonex one. That thing sounds great. It sure does. Cheers, Jay. That's a nice guitar.
Speaking of views on videos, y'all hit the like button on this one while you're here.
Thanks, Phil. Well done. Yes, yeah. And okay, let's get through this. So we don't monetize this. So it would be a big joy to us if you liked and subscribed. Well, liked it first of all. Just give us a like on the video. It makes a massive difference. And also, here we go. Go on, James. Give it a ding. James is playing with his bell. And also go and check out the 40 Watt podcast. One of the best podcasts to go and listen to, all about guitar-y stuff.
According to Phil McKnight, I'm one of his 3 favorite podcasts. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't listen to that. Listen to the man himself.
And check out Vinny's channel called Vinny the Axe, which you should.
Phil McKnight has no idea who I am.
Hey,
just a matter
do you
of
know what? I
time,
don't know if
dude.
he's in, and I don't know if he's in yet, but old Steve Cassidy had a shout out on Film McKnight on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
deserved, I'd say.
I agree. I love listening to Steve, even though I don't know a thing he's talking about. I know we poke fun at his accent, but I genuinely love it. I
Yeah.
really do.
Oh, it's a great accent. Yeah.
I'm going to convince my wife to move to the UK just so I can be around accents all day long and not more of my own.
You only have to drive about 35 miles in any direction for the accent to change completely.
I know, that's what's so beautiful about it.
Yeah.
Here it's the same, but y'all aren't going to hear the difference. Y'all won't. I will. Between Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, North Carolina, Alabama, that kind of thing.
That
I
all
hear
sounds the same to us. Yeah. All
Yeah.
sounds the same to us.
It's the South.
Down in the South.
You know, when I was married to my ex-wife, she was British, like straight off the boat when I met her, and all my friends were like, "Man, she sounds so hot. She got such a hot accent." I'm like, "Yeah, marry her." Then she sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire every 5 minutes. I'm like,
Was it a drive-by fruiting?
Love it.
David Bruce, Paul Historic. What's going on there with the Avatar-y thing?
Oh, yeah. You don't want that one. That's a scene from South Park, the most recent episode.
Is it?
The
I
new
need
first.
to watch it.
Yeah, you need to watch the first episode of the. We're not going to talk about it though.
Oh, I have to go watch that. Okay. Dave says Paul historically has hated 3-bolt strats with 70s headstocks. I love it, Jivey. It's true. It's true. I don't like the headstock. I think the headstock looks. I think they
Huge.
cheapened it. They cheapened it when they brought out that headstock. Why would you take something from a 4-bolt to a 3-bolt? It makes no sense. There's no difference.
I'm gonna say that you can do 3-bolt, and even there are some makers that do 2-bolt now that are really, really well done, really well engineered. Fender's was not.
I don't care. I don't care.
No, and you don't have to care. It's your guitar. As long as you love it, that's all that matters.
Yep.
What's funny is the headstock talk is coming from the man who owns a guitar with the most goffingly awful headstock in history.
Have we all just decided collectively that James Tyler has the worst headstocks? Like, I feel like everyone says that and are forgetting that D'Angelico exists.
I
agree.
Dan Jellicoe is in the news, so I'm about to talk about. I couldn't agree more. That is the worst headstock.
It is.
ever.
I think it's far worse.
Next to the BC Rich one that looks quite similar.
I don't know, the GNL one that looks like a Fraggle nose.
Oh, that's true.
I can't stand that.
I don't hate it.
Fraggle nose. Fucking hell, Vinny, you're on fire tonight.
Casa de Guitar says, hello, the Rats and Axe. For what podcast chat? Hope you're all smashing. And
Hola, Casa de Guitarra.
Nice. Check that out. Graham, evening, Rats and everyone. Any tips for gain staging with relation to setting up in a noisy pub with piezo pickup, preamp pedal, desk, speaker? Is the pedal redundant if I'm going into a desk? Preamp pedal? No, I'd say
definitely not.
No, I'd say definitely not, because, well, I mean, the preamp pedal, I'm guessing, is probably got it balanced out. So you're going from unbalanced to balanced and then straight into the desk. I'd say it's probably the best way of going.
Yep.
Yeah.
So think about it this way. The desk is designed to take the signal it is given and it's going to color it. That's just going to happen. But to represent it louder as clearly as it possibly can, you want to shape your sound before you get to the desk. Do not trust the desk to do it ever.
Yeah.
Period.
Or let's be totally honest here. You can dial in a great acoustic sound from the EQ on a console.
Mm-hmm.
Do not trust the person standing behind that console to make it sound the way you want it to sound.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Because that person could well be, and I've done this in very highly respected venues, that person, their other job might be behind the bar.
Yeah. Also, honestly, you said the magic word, the piezo or piezo or whatever pronunciation you want of it. They aren't the best sounding things on the planet. So you're going to want to help that before it gets to the desk.
Without doubt.
I've got a Radial PZ Pre, which is a fairly chunky thing, and all the Radial stuff is bomb proof. And it has lots of useful things on it, like it has a clean boost on it. So if you do need to take your volume up, and it can, it's got a separate input for a tuner. It's got 2 balanced outputs, so you can have one before the EQ, the internal EQ, or after, depending on what you want to send. If you want to send it to 2 places at the same time, or whatever. Yeah. Really, really good box. So if you can pick one of those up, Radial PZ Pre, brilliant.
I don't know if that's the same one. I repaired one for a buddy of mine. It may have been the older version. Now that I'm looking at them, back when they were still called the Tone Bone PZ Pre. PC Pre. I repaired one for him, and it sounded great. And apparently, that's what James Taylor used. So if it was good enough for James Taylor,
yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I agree. Vinny.
Yes,
I've got an idea. Because I think this whole monkey grip thing is genius. On the Silver Sky.
Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, it is. If you want to make the channel grow, you've got to do something that's a little bit.
You trying to coax me into this? No,
I'm definitely trying to coax you into it. But how about trying to see if, as opposed to, I mean, I'm giving the game away a little bit, but seeing if you can get surely someone's made replacement Silver Sky type body. Someone's made a body that's the same as a Silver Sky.
Let's see.
And then doing it. And then you're going to have to ruin your suits.
I was thinking about trying to find somebody that does a really good swirl, like a pro swirl job, and have them do it and just ship the body out, let them do the adjustments and then have it brought back,
You can buy a Silver Sky body on eBay for $200.
What is it? Not a real one, I'm guessing.
No, real one. They're ones that have been parted out by the Stratosphere, which is it's a shop that parts out guitars.
Yeah. Is it a USA one or is it the SE model?
It is the SE model. Although you can get a USA for $500.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably more worthwhile doing than ruining yours. We're not ruining it by doing it, and then that sounds like, I think I'd do that.
Yeah. That
Anyway.
sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah.
Jack up a PRS in a way that Paul would hate. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Defo. Cassidy guitar. The Silver Sky's always needed proper handle. Major design oversight. Yeah. There we go. Bogeyman, monkey grip on a Silver Sky. I love that Silver Sky turns into a huge online butcher it meme. PRS will get harder. It's true. Everyone should do it. Anyone that's got, we should all just be butchering up. I relic mine a little bit more. Today, actually, I just went.
Yeah, I've done some hydro swirl dipping.
I didn't do that.
Well, there's the short. There's the YouTube short right there.
There's a way of relicking.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wrong, isn't it? Sorry, then. Sorry, go on.
So, I've actually swirled a couple of test items, when I was going to swirl a guitar at one time, and I actually did a picture frame, and did some other things, some test scraps, but I did a picture frame just to kind of test my process. And as I pulled it out of the water, and I'm like, yes, the hanger that I used a clothes hanger, wire hanger.
When
it came off and the thing fell right back into the water. But it actually worked. It was pretty cool. But I found some paints that'll actually work without me having to change the the hell's it called of the water itself. I can't think of the terminology of it. The balance of the water so that the oil that the water floats a little bit better. Use borax and stuff. Yeah. But I could actually do it myself. I could swirl it, clear it, you know what I mean? And I got a drill press at my dad's. I could probably go over there and drill the handle, draw it out and drill the handle into it,
Because it's only basically four holes. It's 4 round holes that have been extended, I think.
Let me see.
No,
I got a picture of it because I just bought that other guitar. Here it is.
You could do don't Chibson make a there it is. Chibson, I don't know if they actually make it or if it was just a joke, but they do like a rubber insert for them, like a foam insert for the gem.
Right.
They, it's
Is that to
called tone
stop?
foam, I
Is
think.
that to stop the vibration?
Yeah, it's just it's a stupid Chibson thing, isn't it? But I think they actually made them, so you can actually get like a foam insert for the gem. So you can buy one of those and just draw around it.
They do sell them for real. They are, yeah,
and use that as a template. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Judd, mate, he said you guys are the best. Someone told me today that if an acoustic has a tortoise pick guard, it's a solid wood top. Is that true? If an acoustic has a tortoise,
I've got two questions here. Do you mean real tortoise pick guard?
Yeah.
Which has been outlawed since like 73, or do you mean a tortoise shell style pick guard? Either way, that sounds like bunk. Because
maybe a real tortoise shell would mean that it was made before 73, and the chances are that it was.
Yeah, they did. They've been doing
laminate
laminate top since way before then.
I'll be right back.
Have they? Oh, okay. Okay,
it
mate.
does sound a little bit Mythbustery, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's bunk. I think that's complete bunk.
That's a good word.
Yeah, so don't trust that. Trust the spec of the guitar. Like find out more.
Yeah. Pez, evening Pez. Jay Wiseman, guys, I just bought a Soldano SLO Classic 30. Nice.
Oh,
yeah, you did.
It's one of my favorite amps. That. Any recommendations on a 2x12 cabs or speaker configuration?
Yeah, 4x12. That's my recommendation.
Or I will say this because it's one of the best cabinets I've ever heard. That new Mesa Boogie 2x12, the upright. Oh my God, did that sound good? I know it's all the metal and the grills and stuff, but my God, that sounded good.
It did sound great, but I just think if you've got an SLO Classic 30, go and get the SLO Classic 2x12, the upright, the vertical 2x12. Sounds great.
Oh, well, hold on. I'm gonna looking for one thing, and I found a different thing. We'll talk about that in a second. I wanted to see. I think I'm gonna go with the Mesa Boogie 2x12 as well. For here's why. Because Soldano has such a name. Even used, those cabinets go for more than they should. Mesa cabs are some of the best made cabs I've ever played, and they go for a song used because nobody wants to ship them or sell them.
Yeah.
So try to find one for sale locally. You'll probably get a really good deal on it. Like, I was trying to find one locally to give you an idea of just how good a deal you can find, but trying to do this last minute is sometimes
to be honest.
tough.
One of those Marshall 2x12s, they were great.
They're harder to find, at least in the US. I don't know where he's based.
Over here, they are 10 a penny, and you'll
Yeah.
pick one up for £100 around here.
There you go.
What, a 1936?
Yeah, was it a 36? Was that
Yeah.
The 36 is stereo. That's a stereo cab, yeah.
Stereo, yes, that's the
stereo
one.
or mono.
Yeah, if you can get that one, that's the one to get.
But the SLO Classic 30, the one we tried out at they've got one in the studio in Toman, in their filming studio, and they had the Soldano 2x12 in there, and it sounded. It was probably one of my favorite sounds.
Yes, one of the best guitar sounds I've ever recorded.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was recording it with a £10,000 Neumann reissue U67.
Oh, that piece of trash.
Yeah, but just the way it sounded.
Yeah,
just the way it sounded in the room was epic.
Lined up. 8 of them.
Yeah. Well,
that's amazing.
That's my recommendation. The other is if you are in the US, look for an Avatar cab 2x12. I've had a couple of those that are really, really good. They go for almost nothing. And I think that'll do really well. And last recommendation, again, US based. You may not even be in the US, so this is all useless.
Not, no.
PV 6505 and 5150 cabs. Go for cheap.
Whatever you do, take the PV Sheffield speakers out.
You shut your mouth, sir.
Oh no.
I love the Sheffields.
Oh, do you know what? I saw you playing on that video, and I thought this boy's got taste, and all of a sudden I have to take it back.
That video was easy. That was a Les Paul, a King of Tone, and a deluxe reverb. Yeah, you cannot mess that up.
Great. Sounded great. I liked your little what did you do? What was that little ditty?
Oh,
you did in the
Inspector
middle?
Gadget.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
It was good. Daniel, Reed Gristlestrat. Yes, it's 3% larger. I'm 6'4", so it fits me great. Awesome.
Perfect.
There we go. Ben, nice guitar, Ben.
That's very nice.
Cheers, gents. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Ben. He also says, just recently bought a Fender Custom Shop Telly HS. HS, nice. And it has
like
a V-neck. Is that HS or SH?
I'm assuming it is humbucker in the neck position.
That's what I'm thinking. And it has a
Lovely.
V-neck, even better. My first one ever. It's giving me thumb problems. Any tips? I like a V-neck.
Me too. But if you're not used to them, because
if you're like one of those,
yep,
if you're one of those people that does that,
it can mess up your hand because your thumb position isn't designed for that. I actually think it's one of those situations where the folks who thumb wrap over have an easier time with V-necks than those who play maybe what they consider like classical or traditional style with the thumb behind I'm using my hand down here like you can see it, thumb behind the neck. Yeah.
Holdsworth styly.
You may have to change your technique, Ben. I hate to tell you. That's because that's not fun.
Yeah. It's either that, Ben, or I think that's, I mean, I like it, and I no neck really bothers me apart from really thin necks, but I think just stick with it for a little bit. If not, you might have to chop it in for something else.
Yeah.
Keith, have any of you gents tried a Vola guitar? Just found out they went factory direct over a year ago and they seem high quality. I think they are quite high quality. I've never tried one.
I don't even know what that is.
The Japanese built sort of I would say more on the shreddy sort of style from the ones I've seen.
Yeah, well, based on the image at the top of their website, I'm going to agree with you entirely.
Cool. Yeah, it's supposed to be good though.
That was nice.
Jeff, hello mate. He says, greetings from Brisbane. I could only listen to about 15 minutes while I was doing the laundry. So can Phil please show us his Telecaster again? I didn't get to see the colour.
Oh no,
happily,
Phil,
Jeff.
you've got to show us again.
Oh no.
Look at
There
that.
it is. Look at that. It's like a greeny, browny, metallic-y thing. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's also just really hard to capture.
Oh, they got it on the back. Is that nice?
Oh yeah,
but it's got a bound top. It's like custom, yeah.
Yep. Bound
Right.
top.
Yeah, nice.
Anodized pick guard.
Gosh.
Nasty noiseless pickups.
Yeah, they need to go.
It is routed. It is routed for a humbucker in the neck and a middle position pickup if you wanted to use one. So
Nice.
Interesting.
One of my favorite guitars at the moment is my Nashville Telly.
Yeah, it's good to tell that.
They're cool. They've just always been something in between. I think it's a me thing. It's like they look weird to me. They just look wrong. I'm
seriously thinking of taking that the Gilmore-esque Strat apart and using it as bits for other guitars because the center pickup on that would go so well in the Nashville Telly. Because apparently it's an Abigail Ybarra. Apparently.
Oh. Yeah, you want to hold on to those.
Yes. You definitely want to hold on to them.
Yeah.
Travis is there we go. Hi Travis. And cheers, Travis. That's very kind of you, mate. He says, purchase a Katana 100 Gen 3 because of Paul's demos. Man, what an awesome amp. I firmly believe this amp can do the job live. Cheers, Travis. You'll love it live, I think. I think it's one of the best bang for buck guitar purchases you could buy, I reckon.
I think that
Travis, thanks.
I think that amp is the most used amp in Nashville on Broadway and Second.
Oh, interesting.
I would say, I mean, having put Katana Mark 1s, 2s, and 3s up against, high-end Marshalls, the Red Plate, the Matchless, up against some seriously great amps, it always holds its own.
Yeah,
always holds its own. And every time we go, so why are we bothering with all these mega expansive amps?
Because they're amazing. Shut up.
Vanity. That's what it is. It's all it is.
No, I know it's more than that, but
it's not all that. But yeah.
Session Gold on the injury thing. I'm an exercise therapist. Mensendik is called here, and I would totally recommend that. I don't know in the USA UK equivalent, but good physical therapist is the best option. Thanks,
Mhm.
Session Gold. Cheers, mate.
Good work.
Men Sendiek. I probably
I
said that
don't
completely
know.
wrong. Keep her lit, apparently.
Indeed.
Alec, mini mad scientist. Hello, mate. He says, "Evening, Max. Good to see everyone here tonight, and to you, mate." Oh, just because we have to keep doing it because people don't give us a little like. If you like what's going on, if you think it's guff, don't.
If you think it's guff, why are you here?
Why'd you keep coming back, for God's sake?
I meant SH, not HS. Not that you care.
I
No,
don't
good.
think it. I think because I've seen for strats HSS and SSH, and I have no idea which is correct.
Yeah.
HSS, as far as I know, is humbucker
I think
in
that's
the bridge. HSS, and then SSH is humbucker in the neck. I think.
it's very rare. That is
Yeah,
one in a
I can't
million
imagine.
guitars there.
Yeah,
I wanted one. I saw one, and I want really.
Don't get it.
Yeah.
Don't understand. Al, I've worked for Jared James Nichols a few times, and he used to use a battered Les Paul that was Frankenstein to hell. That only had one pickup, probably where the inspiration came from. Yeah, where the inspiration came from. Yes.
yeah, it's got to be. It's better to hell because he plays it. I mean,
Yeah.
the man is massive.
He's a beastie. Session Gold. I don't want to sound biased, but things like dry needling, hot cold acupuncture, most of the time don't fix the core of the problem. More of a temporary fix or good as extra besides physical therapy. Yes, I completely agree from when I had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Al, Phil, the best accent is Northern accent. Don't listen to them Southerners. Honestly, they're like heathens up there. It's like they haven't got electricity or televisions yet. So
Curtains, curtains, carpet.
curtains, exactly. Well, and anything you take up there gets nicked. Anyway, moving on. Session Gold. D'Angelico has one of the prettiest headstock. Session Gold might have to go.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the prettiest headstocks ever. And on the JTGs, I used to hate them too. To me, they're like a good car design. The first now, but really grows in you and will become timeless. I agree, but I don't agree about the D'Angelico.
You were doing so well. We were being friends. We were talking physical therapy, and like we were doing so well.
And then
this is like end of the first date. Sorry, I'm not calling you tomorrow. It's fine.
it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it. It's in the news. Brisbane. Cassidy guitar, Steve Cassidy.
I see what you did there.
Did you? You might have to explain that.
So Cassidy de guitar, but Steve Cassidy is Cassidy.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. Nectarius. Opinions on the EL3484 equipped amps for clean tones. Paul and Jiver's matches absolutely sounds the business. What do you think, Phil?
EL334 amps can do really, really, really good cleans. I think EL84 amps can do cleans. I just think their magic is when you drive them harder. When you get the power tubes working just a little bit, they don't have to be over the top. And honestly, I'd probably still call it clean, that whole edge of breakup thing, which is such an overused term. But I think that sounds really good, but don't tell a classic Fender player that you think that's clean, because they'll look at you like you're insane. Because a Fender player's clean is if it doesn't have that bell-like resonance, they don't think it's clean at all.
If you can't put a sheet of steel in front of it and have it cut its way through,
Exactly.
it's not clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's what twins were invented for.
Jamie Brown, LR Bags do great pedals for acoustics.
They sure do.
They sure do. Anton, Cassidy guitar incognito to Rat Steve. Join the show and say welcome.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Steve Cassidy hiding.
I think it is too, if I'm honest. He went, oh, which is why
is he hiding? Why is he hiding?
Maybe he's I actually think Steve Cassidy guitar, and Willie are all the same person.
Willie. There's also do you ever get anyone? Did you get anyone commenting on your show called Poo Ninja?
Yes.
So Poo Ninja is I want to know who Pooh Ninja is, because it's everywhere, and it's someone that we all know, but I don't know who it is.
Oh yeah, they're over on. I think they comment on 60 Cycle Hum videos. I'm pretty sure they comment on that pedal show stuff. Yeah, they're around all the channels.
Yeah. Where's he gone?
I don't know.
Oh, you've taken him off a bit.
Taking him
Okay.
out just so, because I mean, as much as I love seeing Vinny's face, the screen real estate is.
That's true. Well done. Yeah. Session Gold. Yesterday, I saw another JTG factory vid, and Rich told the guy they have some sort of quick pickguard switching system. Did you get to try that too, Paul? No, I haven't got a JTG. Oh, do you mean? Oh, I see. When you say James Tyler as opposed to JTG the brand.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I've got a couple of scratch plates. They're not quick swap. They're definitely not quick swap because of the whole preamp system.
I still don't understand. I still don't why we haven't gone to a quick connect system for pickups and pots and jacks. Why do we refuse to do it when we know it works?
How many more pickups would get sold if everyone did it as well?
Right.
Because you just go, I'd just go buy a pickup instead of buying a pedal, because
those
it's just like,
that's guitars were brilliant for that.
Yeah,
they were, but you can still do it easier. It's the same as the EMG system. It's just like a little connector that goes clips on. Yep. And it works brilliant.
I know a couple of guitar builders that do that for all of their guitars, and it's just perfect. It's the way it should work. It's like, unless you need to change the pots, but like with a 335, a thing that I was told by someone who does a lot of modding, he said, pull out your pickups, put in the quick connects on the pickup side of things, which will mean you have to clip your wires short on your pickups, but then you can swap pickups to your heart's delight in a 335 and never have to go through all the issues of rewiring to the pots and switch.
Is that an easy? Is that an easy thing to do?
Thing to do.
First of all,
yeah,
because I'd like to change my 335 to Ron Ellis.
Super easy. You can buy the connectors, the because they're paired sets, the receiver. You can buy like 25 for $10, 25 pairs for like $10. It's cheap, it's easy, it's quick. Then you can start just swapping pickups however often you want.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, do it.
Graham, cheers for the tips, guys. I'm also my own sound man as well as performer, usually having to set up in the tiniest corner of the pub. So much appreciated. It's hard work.
I think you were talking about gain staging, and gain staging is one of those very misunderstood things. Unlike guitar amps, when you're talking about PA and acoustic things, always err on the green side of things. Yeah. If you've got a PFL button on your desk, which stands for pre-fade listen, it will give you the option, even if on tiny desks, you can get the bar graph thing reacting to what the channel input is doing. Make sure you're, well up the green, but nowhere near the red. Because as soon as you unmute that baby, it's going to scream at you. Keep all your gains low. Gain low, volume high, basically. Absolutely the opposite generally to guitar amps.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a different take then, now that I know that you're also doing the sound yourself and spaces at a premium. I don't know what speaker you're using or if it's already there. Buy one of the pedals that allows you to run your vocals and guitar through it. Boss makes one. I've used it. It's great. It works just fine. It gives you like onboard reverb, some tone shaping, and then just run that direct to your powered PA speaker. If you've got a powered PA speaker, stop bringing a desk. Stop bringing any kind of console. If it's just you playing guitar and singing into that simplifies your setup. It makes it so much faster. I play so many gigs. I played one last weekend that actually ended up getting rained out, but where I'm the only thing, voice is the only thing going through the PA. It's very small situation, drums, amps, they're just, in the room. I took my mixer because I thought I would need it, got there, realized how small the space was, and realized I could have just brought a pedal to add some reverb to the vocal, because that's all I needed, and run directly into the speaker for my mic. So eliminate all the things you possibly can.
Another cool thing that you might choose to do is, I've just had a quick look, and a few companies do them now. TC Electronic used to do a very, very brilliant little monitor active powered wedge that sat on your microphone stand.
Yeah,
and
they do.
That had the input for your guitar, the input for your microphone. It was your monitor, and it had all your effects built in as well. And that then also gave you a stereo pair out to run to your main PA.
Oh.
Really cool thing. And it was about 150 watt monitor. Now everyone goes, 150 watt, that's so quiet. When it's there, it's really loud. Great. It was a really cool piece of kit. Greg still got one, I think, Paul. Really good unit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and if you can't find one of those, Behringer makes one.
The Studio Master one is very good. I know that's not a brand that we normally associate with being good, but they are very good. But yeah, give them a try.
Delta Fit actually got some time to watch live tonight, so tuning in, hopefully see a glimpse of Lee's plums. aren't we all, Delta Fit?
I haven't seen or heard of Lee for weeks.
I can't put more bleach in my eyes, guys. I'm just saying.
Lee's not coming back on until the summer's over, he said, and he can wear some proper trousers. Jez Bass, Behringer old cabs are good, I heard.
Yes, I heard such things as well.
Really? That
Generally
surprises me.
Generally, the rule with cabs is if they're made of actual timber, and by that I normally mean ply, they're good. If they're made of chipboard or MDF, as a general rule, they're not great. So anything that says birch ply or marine ply or anything like that in the build notes, in the description, will generally be a good cab. The speakers it come in it might be gash, but you can change those.
You had to use the word, didn't you? You had to get that word. Is that as an offensive word in the US as it is in the UK?
Which word was it?
Don't say again. We'll get banned.
Yeah. I don't think
is that a bad word?
That's an offensive word. I think that's worse.
I think
that's worse than the C
Oh, y'all
word.
haven't seen the video yet that YouTube lifted their cursing restrictions?
Hey, okay, let's go for it.
No, seriously, they did. That you can. So it used to be like you would get demonetized if you cursed within the first 7 seconds of a video, and then if you used harsher words, they would potentially demonetize you. Well, now they've allowed full cursing, full monetization. Like they don't care. What they will limit is individual advertisers can limit. Like they don't want to be on certain videos that curse, and that's fine. Still, you can't. They said, use an example, said, if you wanted to do a video on the 20 best uses of cursing in movies and clips and stuff like that, I said, yeah, that's probably not going to work where, the F words, every other word. But yeah, you're free to curse. Apparently.
So the first like 2.5 minutes of four weddings and a funeral, then it's not going to make it.
Yeah, don't go with that. Don't go with that.
That's great. That. Hey,
he's back. He's back.
I'll talk about it in a minute. He's back. Hey,
Sorry about that.
Vinny's back. That's all right. Shahar Bar says, does anybody have any experience with Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170?
I don't, but I will tell you that they come very, very highly regarded. I know that Scott Holiday from Rival Sons, his entire rig now, it's huge. He runs a Helix into Seymour Duncan power stages into 4x12s.
Awesome.
And they sound flipping great. So if it's good enough for Scott Holiday, it must be good.
Whenever I see Power Stage, all I hear is the Iron Maiden song Power Slave. I will be your Power Stage. Just me then.
I'm looking to see if that's the one Scott Holiday uses. But I can't be sure. I think it is. I think he uses the 170.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing Jahar wants to do it with his Axe Effects or FM9 system. So
highly recommend it.
Good choice, mate. Deja, PV slander around Southerner. Oh no, it's on drama.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you be talking trash about BV now.
We've all seen the Undercover Bosses episode.
I know. I'm trying not to think about it.
Nadim, he says, hello chaps, it's been a while, great to be here, and I hope you and your families are well and healthy, and you, mate. Hope you're well.
And we're all good here, so
Yeah, mostly.
Deja, John Nathan Cordy has been documenting his difficult time with a V-neck Nacho caster. What Phil said, 100%. Thumb over players are built different.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny that I didn't see this. However, I mentioned this last week when we talked about the Steve Lukather guitar that's got that soft V on it. It was like hurting my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
If you are a traditional thumb on the middle of the back of the neck player, V-necks are going to cause you a little trouble.
Yeah.
lucky I've got no technique then, it's fine. I'm very much from the Gary Moore school.
Yeah, claw. Boris, any experience with DV Mark cabs? They use neodymium speakers. I have not.
Their bass cabs. It's DV bass rather than DV Mark. Mark bass rather than DV Mark. Their bass cabs are phenomenal. So I have no doubt that their guitar cabs would not be equally good. And Neo speakers are not to be scared of. The creambacks, and they do a Neo creamback, don't they, as well? That's brilliant. A brilliant speaker.
They do.
Yeah, I have a speaker cab that has a 12 and a 10 in it, and the 10 I think is a neodymium. It's a great cab. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Brisbane Shallows Group, in that color Texas T. When I bought my Ultra Telly a few years ago, I had a choice between that and Arctic Pearl. I went with the latter.
It is Texas T.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oops, wrong account, apparently. Ben, thanks for answering my V-neck question, fellas. Much appreciated. Anytime, mate. Chris, he said, evening, Max. Can I record into my DAW with a radial ABY pedal to record amp with mic and DI? Really, what I'm asking is, why do I need to buy a DI box? Cheers, gents. So he wants to run into his DAW, into his interface, with a radial ABY pedal. So he wants to record both at the same time. I don't know. I guess it depends.
The mic bit is the misnomer here because we don't know what the interface your connections on your interface are.
Yeah.
To record with a mic, you will need a mic preamp on your interface.
I actually think what he's saying, Chris, tell us if we're wrong. I'm going to try to trace your signal flow here. You're saying you want to plug your guitar into an ABY box and you want to split the signal. One goes to your amp that is mic'd, and one you want to go directly into your DAW, which is your raw guitar signal, no amp. If that is what you want to do, you can do that. Here's why you would need a DI box. You might end up with some phase issues, possibly. I don't know. Every situation is a little different. Depends on your amp. You also might run into a grounding problem, and DI boxes often have a ground lift so that you don't get loop hum. 50 cycles in the UK and Europe and 60 cycle here in the US. So if that's what you're asking, yes, you can absolutely do that. If you're wanting to do it any other way, no. There's no other route.
And remember, a DI box does other things as well.
Yeah.
It also converts your unbalanced signal into a balanced signal. So if for example, you need to run 100 meters of cable, definitely convert it to balanced, and that will help you out.
He's talking in the studio. It's quite unlikely.
I know,
he's going to be doing that.
I know, but maybe your interface doesn't have instrument inputs. Maybe it only has mic pre's, and that's another reason to do it. At this point, gentlemen, all the questions will be answered. Is his name Steve? Is his name Casa? Is he the guitar? All we know is he's from north of the border, and we won't understand a word he's going to say.
It is. Look at that.
All right,
How's
square
it going?
sausage. All right, mate.
Say again, square sausage? What?
Yeah. I said, all right, square sausage. So square sausage, for you Americans, square sausage is a Scottish delicacy. when I say delicacy, would you call it a delicacy?
Oh, of course, yeah. Only in the fancy
a-
5-star restaurants. Michelin star.
It's basically meat and gristle.
It's we call
Fat.
it
Ew.
lawn sausage.
A lawn sausage. That's
Yeah.
what it's called. Interesting.
You know how
There we
you
go.
get sausages, right? And they're like
Yeah.
sausage shaped. Well,
Honestly, it doesn't look that different than what we have in our sausage patties here in the U.S. Looking at it, it doesn't look that different.
yeah. A square. Sausage
Yeah.
patties are circle, aren't they?
Well,
Completely.
not always. We have square sausage patties here in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah. It just
Actually,
it all depends on the
yeah,
brand you're
Wendy's-
buying from.
The Wendy's burgers, are they not square?
They are square because they don't cut corners.
Hey.
Good.
There you go.
Hey,
I like that.
Steve, did you hear you had a shout out on Film at Night's podcast?
I did. It made my year. I was
I
crying.
bet it did, mate. It's great,
It was
wasn't it?
amazing. Yeah,
I bet it
he's
was,
like
yeah.
my favorite. He's like my
Yeah, he's
top
my favourite. Yeah.
two.
Well, well, Phil's my favourite, but he's my second favourite.
Yeah, he's up there with like Studio Rats. Know Your
Vinny
Gear.
the
That's it.
Axe.
That's top two. Vinny Axe, of course. 40 Watt Podcast.
No, it's fine. You're not hurting my feelings there, Steve. It's fine.
I just thought as soon as I'm a guest on the Studio Rats live stream, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, you're just hitting all the big time. This is
That's it, mate. Well,
I
speaking
know.
of which, I'm no longer the big time. So you see this? If anybody's aware, if anybody watches the stuffs, there's a new channel.
It's a whole
Just
new
the
channel.
way-
You didn't just change the name of your channel. It's a whole new
No,
one.
it's a new channel, second channel. So I'm moving my live streams to this new channel.
Oh, I gotcha. I've thought about doing the second channel thing for the podcasts, like separating the podcast versus anything else I do, because the podcasts, that's not engaging content. I'm just going to be honest, not on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a funny one, is it?
Yeah.
Just experimenting, you know.
yeah, good one, mate. Good one.
See what
Is it
happens.
all going well?
I only launched it like a couple of weeks ago, and then I
Yeah.
move it this week. So tomorrow actually is the last live stream on the main channel, and then I'm moving them over from the week after that to the new one. See how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice, mate.
Let us know.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice. You hanging around for the chat,
Just for a wee bit. See the news
Yeah.
maybe. Hang on for the news.
or did you just come on just to big up your own channel? What's your-
Only reason it's all
Not
about
that
me.
there's anything wrong with that.
That's right.
do it.
Check out the channel, subscribe, hit the note.
Hang on, I'll do it for you as well. Hit the bell.
That's right. Hit the bell. Hit the Jivey's bell. Is it that way? Is he there or is he there? He's there for me.
it's-
Not
there,
Jivey
he's
just wants
there.
a reason to ring
I
his
was,
bell.
I was
That's all it
confused.
is.
What was the name of the channel again, Steve?
It's Casa de Guitar, which
Ah.
is, of course, for all our Spanish-speaking friends, that's the House of Guitar.
Well, Casa de Guitarra.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Always.
Paul, do the news. Save us from this madness.
Yeah. Can you say it in Klingon?
Hold on, I'll find a translator.
No, that's called
Yeah, but-
Scottish, mate.
Share screen. Hold on. What the hell is going on? I don't know what's going on. Right, here we go. Right.
Broken the
Um,
world.
So, can you see? Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yep.
So this is the new Cornerstone and Paul David's pedal. I thought this sounded epic.
This looks
Has anyone
great.
seen it?
Me too. I thought it sounded fantastic. I've been on the verge of buying another reverb pedal, and I think it might be this one.
Yeah, it sounds brilliant. The only thing that I would say is when he was demonstrating the room sound, the room to me sounded like a hall. So I think, yeah, I don't think so. It's basically the story is that Paul Davies went into a nuclear bunker or a nuclear power station, a disused one, and played his guitar through it, and it's basically supposed to recreate that sound. I don't think it sounds anything like that,
Yeah.
but it
I
sounds
think
like an epic reverb.
I think it sounds really, really good. I am having just a hard time getting excited about another $400+ reverb.
That's the only thing that's stopping me is the price. It's $459. It's a lot of money.
Is
I-
it?
I saw
is it
419.
more?
419.
Oh, $419.
Yeah.
Paul's got to earn his money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no, do your thing, dude. I love Paul, but you know, I bet it sounds great. Cornerstone guys make great pedals. Everything
do.
I've played from them has been epic, but
Yeah.
I doubt I'll be getting one.
I love the look of it.
It does
It
look
looks-
cool, doesn't it?
Awesome.
How much
Yeah.
of it do you think is about the looks for just pedals in general? What percentage?
So
Of a
so
pop-
much. So much of the look of pedals is what'll sell them.
Yeah.
I have pedals on my desk right now that I could use as examples, but I'm not going to call out certain brands. But aesthetics can kill your brand
Oh.
Yeah.
Or make.
Yeah.
or make your brand. I mean,
Yeah.
look at a brand like Beatronics. Their aesthetics make their pedals. I think they make
Yeah.
great pedals too, but how many different octave fuzzes can you make before it's too many? But they all look
Yeah, they keep-
amazing.
They do come out with a few pedals, don't they?
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, it's great. It's expensive, but I thought it sounded.
I thought it
epic.
was it sounded really good. I
go
thought
on.
it was easy to operate once I watched the explanation from the company as well. And then I think the fight, and I'm hearing it over YouTube, but I was playing it on the system in the living room, and I think the fidelity of it sounds pretty good. I mean, it sounds up there with some of the newer stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. Talking about aesthetics, so Behringer have just brought out the their Mooga Fuga ripoff. Oh, sorry, did I say ripoff again? Behringer does what Behringer does, just basically copies something. And I mean, the thing is, this pedal, if you bought a new one, it's probably going to cost you a new one. If you bought a used one, a proper one, probably cost you $1,000. I would have thought now.
At least.
And these are about 100 quid.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you can't. I mean,
Now, they're not the only one who has reissued this kind of thing. Warm Audio also has their version.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, the Ring Bringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, oh look, there's an OG Moog on Gear Exchange right now for $600.
$600. There we go. That's not bad actually.
That's pretty good actually. Yeah, I was thinking that. I've been using this processor as a plugin for years.
What processor?
As a plugin, the sort of the ring, the Mooga Fuga sort of ring mod thing, as a plugin for years because I love it. I love what it does. You don't have to use a lot of it. Everyone goes crank everything up. No. It's one of those plugins where a little goes a long way, or a processor where a little goes a long way. I think.
Okay. Next, D'Angelico. I think I quite like these. So this is their Grateful Dead anniversary, 60th anniversary, 3 special edition guitars. I don't know what Grateful Dead. I don't know what relevance that is to Grateful Dead. Anyone know?
I'm getting Bowie vibes, Ziggy Stardust vibes.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's more like that, isn't it? It is more like that. But let's hold on a second. Hold on. Let's find it. Let's find a better picture. Come on. How do we get it? Well, that's not in the way. There it is. Come on. That is the ugliest headstock.
It's a headstock only a mother could love.
No, she'd be lying too.
I don't mind it so much on the acoustic.
I hate it on all of it. Also, apparently, this is a thing they've done before. This model with this finish, Bob Ware used some.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Oh God! Oh,
those are Jerry's guitars.
Are they?
Yeah, those are Jerry Garcia's guitars.
And yet, not a 3 red-white stripe thing in sight. So, what's the relevance? Or are we clearly missing something?
Because Jerry didn't use D'Angelico. I think Bob Ware did.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
But can we just say, just look at that? Look at those monstrosities, and then we go, look at that. Just look at that.
Yeah. See, that's what a guitar is supposed to look like.
It's stunning. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so there's that. The next, huh?
I've seen worse.
Yeah. No, I quite like the paint job. I quite like that. I just don't like the headstock, but there we go. Right. The next thing. I'm not sure lots of people have seen this. This was something that got. Oh, you saw it. Who saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
So this is it's called Lava Studio. Basically, what this is it's a speaker with an iPad that's attached to it permanently. The iPad thing or the screen folds down flat, so your wife can put a glass of wine on it.
It's a Yamaha THR X or Yamaha THR with an iPad screen on it, on a very Scandinavian stand for your living room.
It's
a laptop, but instead of a keyboard, a speaker. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you know what?
That's
do you know
exactly what it is.
Well, let me ask you this, Paul, because you saw it. I watched it.
Yeah.
I thought that the sound demo of them playing, I don't know what they were trying to get across, because I thought it sounded terrible. And maybe they were recording it in the room because it sounded really thin and weak. I was kind of, I mean, even my crap ass recording that I did on my last video sounded way better than what was going on there. So I don't know what they were trying to pull off, honestly. With this.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I mean they've got Alan Hines there doing the demo in the video, and we all know he can play, but it's just a weird product. So and the thing is, we don't know how much it is. Although if you sign up, you get £300 off. You get $300 off, but you don't know how much it's going to cost.
It's $1,000, isn't it? It's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be. I guarantee it'd be more than that. And then if you want the stand, so you can put it on the stand, it's going to be extra.
And there's a sign up thing where you have to subscribe to get a certain number of tracks and things. Yeah. It was very confusing, and I just thought
it looks like Bose made it.
This is a solution looking for a problem.
Yeah.
Do you remember how bad the Line 6 amplify range went down?
Yeah.
Because they basically, I described it as, it sounded okay, but it looks like a 1970s storage heater. This looks like someone stuck an iPad on top of a Spark.
Yeah.
Someone's put an iPad on top of a Spark, which, let's face it, is how you used a Spark.
Yeah,
but it doesn't make sense. Why would you have something that's attached to it? It doesn't. I mean, I get it, but why would you have? I mean, most people have got an iPad, or
and then they want that you have it in front of you because you're sat away from the thing.
Listen, I got a very Scandinavian vibe off this. When I was visiting my friends in Norway, they had like a stereo in their living room on a pedestal, and it had two stereo speakers built into like a teak box and a dock for your iPad. It looked very high end, very like minimalist. That's what this is.
Very B&O.
Yeah, this is for the guy that lives in the loft apartment that has more money than sense and only occasionally gets and plays the guitar once in a blue moon. And he has one guitar and this.
PRSs out of a
click on the accessories tab.
Where's the accessories? What?
Go all the way to the top. Click on accessories. They make other things.
Is it the same lava as the Lava Me acoustic? Yeah,
yes.
Do they have a lava lamp?
Accessories. It's not Scandinavian. It's Apple. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at these accessories. Look at the wireless live pedals.
Look at the webpage. It looks like a copy off their webpage.
Yeah, it looks like Legos.
How much is the stand? $300 for the metal stand?
They don't have that on the list yet. That's not on. It's not on there yet. So the amp and the stand aren't there yet.
So but Lava's quite a budget company, isn't it? It's cheap stuff, is it not?
No, I think their cheapest one's about 500. I know it's not like crazy expensive, but I think the cheapest one's about 500, and they go up to like about 1K and beyond. Because you can get the Enya ones are a lot cheaper, I think. Than the
maybe I'm getting confused with Enya.
But the foot switch is quite funny. That's even an option. It's like, here's this thing, so you don't have to use the tablet.
Right.
the unit's $100, but to plug it in the wall was like $1,000.
I think they use that same pedal. I'd imagine they're going to use it for their amp as well. They use it to control the onboard effects on the acoustic guitars.
Okay. I think that is. I mean, bless them. I mean, I want all companies. I want all companies to do well, but
it's a solution looking for a problem.
Paul just went full Southern. Bless their heart.
Bless your heart.
But, hey, can I just say? So they went with, they spent all the money on the design and stuff, and they got Alan Hines to do the demo, and then they chose an AI picture.
Yep, that's an AI photo of a studio.
Isn't that?
Yeah, that's not real. That's AI.
Terrible.
That's not even
Come
good
on.
AI. That's really
It's
bad
not-
AI.
It's terrible AI. Terrible.
I wasn't even really, and me as a photographer wasn't even paying attention. But look at the guitars to the right; they're all,
Yeah.
Look at the pedals in front of the guitars.
yeah.
What is this picture supposed to?
I don't
depict?
understand.
Look at that one.
It's depicting what you would need unless you had a lava studio.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh, yeah.
selling wire ties.
Not a
It's
brand.
pretty bad.
You know what? You're gonna
site
get
in that
backlash.
picture.
Somebody's gonna be pissed off that we just talk crap about this thing.
No,
Oh.
I don't care.
Speaking of talking crap, I don't like just. I watched Henning talking about
You're talking about crap.
the
Yeah.
PRS guitar.
All right.
And the
What
other
one?
day, and the Herman Lee one,
Oh yeah.
and oh my god, the stuff that he was saying was insane.
I seen the thumbnail. It was the, what do you call it? The Clio without the boner or something.
Yeah, we was talking about it. Looks like yeah, because he was talking about the Ibanez S series guitar and how the PRS really messed up the design and it looked like a boner in somebody's jeans sticking out the back, and then the switch was like a mini boner, and he was just going on, and I'm like, oh my god.
Henny, the thing about Henny, he doesn't give a. He doesn't give a.
He
shit.
does not care.
just-
He does not care.
he just-
Yeah, on the AI thing, have y'all seen we won't get too in depth because I think I'm going to talk about it on this week's podcast that goes out. The rig advisor from Guitar Center that they launched. Did y'all see this?
No.
You non-US folks may not have.
No, this is why I wanted to. So whenever I do the ad, if you like, and build the show on a Wednesday morning, I normally come up with something that we won't ever talk about. But the AI thing has really become prevalent in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
With well-known artists testing the AI waters. And I heard this week that Steve Lukather had even done a fake Toto track and put it out.
Excellent.
And he basically said, Rick Beato did a video on how to have a fake band. My favorite YouTuber at the moment, Danny Sapko's done the same thing. And it's the scary thing is, for me, no one's talking about the enormous elephant in the room about all these AI tracks. Is that, yes, the songs are okay and the playing sounds good and convincing, but sonically, it's the worst quality MP3s you've ever heard.
I've got one I should send you after we're done here so you can listen to it. One fooled me recently. It was really, really good. And that AI, it's a YouTube channel. It's not on Spotify because I know Spotify audio is awful. It freaked me out because it came on. Somebody had sent me a link to check out an artist, and I was listening to it, and it automatically played through. It just plays afterwards to some random artist. Played to this one. And I was like, oh, this is really, really, really good. And it was a bluesy, soulful thing. And I was like, oh, who is this? And then I looked into the artist, completely AI, entirely, putting out a song every couple of days.
Wow.
Yeah, I had last week's live stream, or was it the week before, I was talking about AI and Rick Beato's video, and I had some unpopular opinions about AI music, and I lost like 12 subscribers like that. But yeah, so basically my take on it is that AI music is here to stay. It's already way out of control. You just have to accept
it's not going anywhere.
For the end user, because like Rick Beato's video, it was a great video. I love the message at the end. Like he wants to promote kids and people continue to play musical instruments and things like that. But for the end user as a listener, if you can't tell the difference, which is getting close to the case, if you think about how much it's come on in the last, 2 months, 6 months, a year, it's mental. It's going to be a point very soon where we can't tell the difference. Like you're saying, Phil, you just got fooled very recently. We're all going to get fooled recently. And then Rick's take was at the start of his video, this artist that he created, Eli Mercer, sucks.
Yeah.
His music sucks. But that's only because he made it. I mean, subjectively, if you listen to it, or objectively,
it doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck. It's just
it doesn't.
It's it's music.
It's better than
we're
half of
gonna-
what Nashville's churning out.
We're going to get to a point where it's like human music and artificial music, and if you
So,
can't tell the difference, doesn't matter.
so the rig advisor though from Guitar Center is you can go to their website and you can ask it questions. And so here's my thing. I feel like that's antithetical to everything they said they were trying to do and build community and build better stores for players, established players. But then also we end up with things like this, and it'll get better. So just know that someone decided to test it out and said, can I buy brand new Chase Bliss pedals from Guitar Center? This was the Guitar Center's AI response. Chase Bliss pedals are known for their innovative designs and high quality sound, perfect for those who love to experiment with their tone. However, when it comes to purchasing brand new Chase Bliss pedals, you might want to check their availability at Guitar Center specifically. You are at Guitar Center. And to which it then said, now let's talk about guitars. Are you looking for a particular style or brand of guitar? Maybe you're interested in electric or acoustic guitar, or perhaps a specific model like a Fender Stratocaster or a Gibson Les Paul. Let me know and I can help guide you to some fantastic options. I'm
Terrible.
sorry. Did you just completely non sequitur into something I wasn't asking after you didn't answer my question?
Perhaps you would like to buy an
Brilliant.
amplifier online and have the worker throw it in a box with no padding and have it shipped to your house in pieces. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, me too.
That's happened to
They
me.
put a
We've all had
Marshall,
that, yeah.
they put a Marshall amplifier in a cardboard box that was 3 times the size of the head with no padding, paper, or nothing.
I had them do it to a 412.
Rattle around.
So
Anyway.
it's basically an upsell. What else can we put in your
Yeah,
basket?
it's exactly what it is. And the CEOs come out and said, no, this isn't us trying to replace sales associates. Bullshit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, it
save
is.
money is what that is.
As soon as you go on, I mean, there are brands in the UK who, as soon as you go onto their website, a bot pops up and says, "Hi, I'm Jim, and I'm your sales." Like, no, you're not, because it's 3 a.m.
All over the US.
Yeah.
That's all over the place.
Yeah.
Don't,
I think
don't
that's built
try and
into
tell me-
any
yeah,
Shopify site. Any site based on Shopify has got that built in.
oh,
Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The only one I know, is only because I know the guy whose site it is, and I know it's him. I know, because he sat at his laptop all day going, and he'll see someone on his channel and he'll pop in because he's done it to me and actually said, "Hi James, how you doing?" How had proper conversations. And I'm like, that's not a bot, that's actually X.
Yeah,
Very, very rare though. I
Yeah.
mean, very rare.
yeah, I could rant on this all day, but we should get back to the question.
At this point, we have to do this.
Texas Les Paul, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. He said, keep hearing about people using an attenuator on guitar amps that have a master volume controls. Can someone explain this? And is it justified? It is very justified.
Yeah.
Totally
It's very justified. Yeah. So a master volume is not the same as an attenuator. So you're not cooking basically what an attenuator allows you to do is to cook the power tubes, turn the power tubes up so they're actually working as God intended, and then reduce it by putting it into an attenuator, so you get the full sound of the amp at a much lower volume. Does it impart a tone onto the amp, or does it make the amp sound? It takes a bit of top end off, yes, but it is far greater doing that than using a master volume. Some master volumes are great, but not all. But
if it's an amp that's meant to be like driven to where the power tubes get to cooking, that's the thing. The master volume comes before the power tubes, which means it never gets the full signal. You're getting preamp gain rather than power amp gain, which sound completely different. I posted on Threads yesterday. It's where I go to dump all my random thoughts. I'm tired of hearing people describe 2-channel amps and the second channel being Marshall-ish, when these people have obviously never heard a cranked Marshall. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I hate to call people out like that, but a cranked Plexi does not sound like any 2-channel amp, because it's power tube distortion, and that second channel on every 2-channel amp is preamp distortion, and it doesn't sound the same. So in order to get that power amp distortion at volumes that won't kill everyone within a 2-mile radius, you gotta use a power attenuator.
There's phrases and terms that are interchangeable. Attenuator, load box,
Yeah.
power soak are all the same sort of thing. They all do a similar job.
Mhm.
What you basically want to be able to do is turn your actual amp up without blowing your face off.
Yeah. So there's 3 stage. Well, there's so many gain stages. I'm scared to say it like this. But in an amplifier, there are 3 places where overdrive typically occurs. In a 2-channel amp or a master volume amp, you're only getting it from one of those 3, the preamp. With a power attenuator, it allows you to get it from 2 of those possible places. The third is the problem. It's from speakers overdriving. And so that's the one that you can only get from actual volume without an attenuator.
Not a problem in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the problem either. I've been playing my super reverb. Literally, you see it in the window here.
Mhm.
I've had that up to 6.5. So
I used to play in a band where the guitar player had 2 of those on stage.
Yes,
And he was a Stevie Ray Vaughan super fan.
that explains that.
And we never ever put a microphone in front of the guitar amps. And we played some pretty big gigs. Ever, because I've never heard a sound so loud in my entire life.
Yet Derek Trucks, that's what he did. He used to play through 2 super reverbs, and then in the Allman Brothers, he had to move to super 6s because the super reverbs weren't loud enough in the Allman Brothers. The super 6s are 100 watts with 6 10-inch speakers each.
Yes.
Never seen one of them.
Anywho.
Cheers,
Boom.
Texas Les Paul. Session Gold. Ha ha. Sorry, Phil. I have a DC Premier, so I can't bash my own guitars. Ha ha.
I get it. I get it.
Jim, I heard the first gen Katana 50 years ago that my uncle had, and it was thin and not that warm sounding. It also had harsh high frequencies. Well, I guess if you dial, I mean, everything's tameable. I think it's quite a rounded amp. You can really get a lot of different tones out of it.
I read that as 50 years ago. So
I did too at first.
I did as well. I was like, 50 years ago? No, you didn't.
The further north, the better, says Thomas Ross. Thomas. Christian. Christian Santana. I'm a bedroom guitarist who is looking to get into the modeling world. What would you recommend between the Tonex and the Nano Cortex? Also, which FR cab would you recommend?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Tonex every day of the week.
I'd just get, honestly, get the Tonex, save the money on the Nano Cortex. It does, I think it sounds better.
Yeah.
And get a Tonex cab.
Get the Tonex cab. And get the Tonex cab, and you'll probably be in the same sort of money as you would be, a little bit over maybe, if you were going to buy the Nano Cortex on its own. And it will sound better.
There won't be much in it. Get a Tonex 1 and the Exonic Air Step.
Actually, if you're not gigging it, if you're just playing in your bedroom, don't even get the Tonex cab. Just buy an affordable powered PA speaker.
Yeah.
Laney came out with a 10-inch FR cab, a little tiny
17,000 watts.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's not expensive. I would imagine.
A second-hand 10-inch PA cab, which you could probably get for about 200 quid.
Yeah, or less.
Okay.
Or even a pair of them, because let's face it, if you can have stereo, why not?
Absolutely. Texas Les Paul.
We did
great
that.
explanation.
Oh no.
No.
It's a different one.
That's
Oh,
new.
thanks, Texas Les Paul.
This is
He
the
said, great
follow-up.
explanation, guys. Thanks. I'm considering the Marshall 1959 modified that is supposed to be available next month. It has a master volume, but I guess I'll need an attenuator as well. You'll definitely need the attenuator with that.
Yeah,
Can I suggest, actually, if you're looking at that sort of price of amp and you want to buy an attenuator on top, I'd consider getting a Friedman, because if you go and get like a Friedman, I don't know what, I don't know where you are, Texas, Paul, but you're in Texas.
I'm going to guess he's in Texas.
So the price of a Friedman B100 is probably the same as the Marshall 1959 modified. It sounds so much better. I promise you there. And it's and you won't need an attenuator because the master volume is so good. Yes, you're not going to get that power amp saturation, but it sounds amazing at really low volumes.
That was
It
a
sounds
great.
amazing.
I had one of those, and I should never have sold it.
Or
Great.
I would recommend if you because to get that attenuation, I would buy a used Friedman small box, and you're going to get that, and then you can, with the money you've saved by buying it used, buy an attenuator. And honestly, attenuators, there's a bunch of them out there. Depends on what features you want. The Weber attenuators are really affordable and they're really good. I highly recommend them. You don't have to buy the Tone King Iron Man 2 like I did. You don't have to, you don't have to buy the fanciest thing out there if you're just wanting to get that volume down, but get the overdrive. Weber makes one for $150.
Oh, great.
I had one of the 20 water Friedmans, and I thought that sounded pretty good, and it had a wattage switch on it and stuff. It was the Runt, I think, and I thought that sounded pretty good. It was a good sounding amp for home use.
He knows that he knows how to make an amp sound good at low volumes, and I think he's one of the only. I'd way prefer a Friedman over those Marshalls, and I've tried them.
Same.
I agree.
Nedim, he says Steve Cassady has a new channel, Cassidy Guitar. Get it, Cassidy Guitar, on which he would do live and some other things. Good man, that Scotsman. He show is.
That's my
There he is. Gary McGregor, sorry. I went to see Jared James Nichol at the Globe in Tufton Park. He came off the stage and done a solo in the middle of the audience, after which I had a few drinks with him. What a nice fella. Yes, he is a very, very nice man.
Right, I'm going to count down from 3, and we all have to do it together. Ready?
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Willie! Well done, Willie. Unfortunately, we don't really do politics on this channel, so we have to move on from that one.
Oh, thank you for explaining who that was without explaining who that was now.
Yeah, that'll be very controversial. Anyway, Jim, we also need digital modeling for pickups that can sound like all pickup types with active EQ controls.
I will quit. I will quit. I'm done. I will yell at all the clouds.
As a fish influence kind of almost getting in that territory a little bit.
Yes.
With the voices. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. There is a company that makes them. I'm trying to remember. There it is. Neom, Neom. They made them a while back. They are modeling pickups. I think they're from the mid 2000s. I think there was another company that was doing modeling pickups because Billy Gibbons let them model the pickups that he has in Pearly Gates.
It wasn't a Shadow. Do you remember the Shadow pickups back in the...
I'm just going to say that Phil is a cyborg. I just figured it out. He actually pulled that up without moving his hands, typing or nothing. He's got
a USB plug in the back of his neck.
Yeah, I was watching, and I'm like,
I have a master's degree in research. That's all I'm saying.
It's an AI feed.
Hey, Jim, I would say if you want that sort of thing. And I don't think it's, I mean, at some point, I guess it's going to come to a point where it's usable. But if you want that sort of thing, Line 6 did something called a Variax about 15 years ago, probably 20 years ago. And it did it in a way that was okay.
They made those up until a couple of years ago. They even had a James Tyler design.
They did a James Tyler version, and they were great guitars.
Yeah.
Damn expensive.
I think the people who make, I think there's a connection between the people who make either the Japanese James Tylers or the JTGs. I know they're Chinese, but I think there's a connection between those companies.
But those were great guitars. I remember seeing Sean Halley demo one of those, and me go, "Holy, you know what? This sounds really good."
He's pretty good though, Sean.
But he could make a Sun Mustang sound amazing. So.
Jamie Brown says Jim Simmons, Paul Davies just did a video about a product similar to what you're asking for. He did actually, didn't he? There was there's a new company that just doesn't. Willie says Paul Davies is annoying.
I disagree. Well, also we have modeling microphones now and just everything.
But don't get me started on those. You know that I have a lot of experience with those.
Yeah. Yay, nay. Tell me now. Just simply yay, yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to know.
But don't ask me if I would use one on an actual proper high-end recording.
Interesting.
Very quickly, the time I use a modeling microphone is if I'm doing like a recording where I've got lots of different bands and I don't know what I'm going to be doing, what I need to record. I'll put a load of modeling mics out and I'll put them on everything and keep very good, accurate photograph and notes. That way, when that microphone, that one channel has gone from a cello to a saxophone to an electric guitar cabinet, I can use the correct model to get me a good tone for what I want to work
Got
with.
it.
That's when they're brilliant.
Jim Simmons, Jamie Brown. I'll have to check out his video. Thanks for the info. Pot Kettle Willie. Pot Kettle Willie. That's a good name for a band.
That is a really good name.
He sounds like someone from the southern states.
Well,
Pot
I
Kettle
mean,
Willie.
Mickey Mouse's original name was Steamboat Willie, so
Was it?
No,
Yeah,
no. That's not true. No,
it was in a cartoon called Steamboat Willie.
Yes, the first
That's it.
cartoon by Walt Disney was called Steamboat Willie.
That's right.
Mickey Mouse's first original name was Mortimer.
That's right. Mortimer Mouse.
Yes.
Oh.
God, we're full of some
Nothing. You ain't got nothing on Danger Mouse though.
Nerds. Oh, Danger Mouse.
Danger
was the
Mouse.
best.
British.
Yep.
Proper Danger Mouse with two of the greatest comedy voices and voice actors of all time. Anyway, moving on.
James Green from Shetland. Ooh, and it's back to winter here. No shorts, lol, or plums. It's cold up there, Phil. It's cold up there.
I believe it.
Shahar, he says, I was actually thinking about the power stage in my Sin 1 module instead of having to cart a tube head around just for the FX return.
That would work. That'd be great.
Yes. Gone, says Willie. Jim Simmons, I tried to speak a crossover coil for home speakers on my Line 6.
Hold on. Stop, Paul. Wait. I have watched you stumble over actual English words, and you read crossover like it was nothing. I was sitting here staring at what the hell is that word?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. My dyslexia does weird things. It does. I tried to speak a crossover call for my home speakers on my Line 6 Spider 4x12 cab that was too harsh sounding, and it worked good. I used .51 milli amplifier. God, what's an MH?
I mean, what's an MH?
That was going really well.
Does he mean megahertz? No.
Millihertz. No.
Millihertz. I don't know.
Millihertz, as far as I know, isn't a thing.
We're gonna lose subscribers talking about millihertz. I don't even know what it is.
Malignant hypothermia. No, that's obviously not it.
I mean, coils would be capacitance, which would be farads.
Oh God!
I don't know. Move on quickly.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It's we're gonna get into Dolby Atmos in a minute. Al, has anyone played the PRS SE NM53 yet? If so, thoughts? Hey, has it got the same pickups as the NF53 USA model?
Cool.
Surely not, right?
Well, it's not core though, is it? I don't think the bolt-ons are considered core, are they?
I don't know.
Let me see if I can figure out.
I think, I mean, if it's here's my issue with a lot of PRS guitars that use those sort of no that use those pickups. Again, you are cornered. You're pushed into a corner with that pickup. If you buy that guitar and you go, I don't like those pickups, what are you going to change them with?
Yeah,
you're stuck with it because they're those weird.
Don't you?
What's that?
It
Steve?
is.
You need to buy the guitar for the pickups. That's kind of the whole sale of it. It's even in the it's not often that you'll have the pickups actually in the model name of the guitar, is it?
That's why I sold my Paul's one that had those oblong humbuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the same pickups, by the way.
Yeah. I'm like,
Is it? That's
But are they the same pickups or the same type of pickups?
The
Chinese version.
I will tell you, I went to Sweetwater and looked at the specs on both of them. It lists the same pickup, the PRS Narrowfield DD humbucker for both of them.
Okay, great. Well, so if it's the same pickup, so it's got the US pickups in it. great.
Yep.
That's going to be a great sounding guitar, then, isn't it? If that's what you like.
Should be, shouldn't it? Yeah. Square sausage is amazing, especially steak slice from Aldi. This man's living the dream, isn't he?
Wow. I got nothing. I'm
That man's living the dream. James, good evening, Steve. I see you moonlighting as a guitar affectionado. Lol. Shahbar, Steve forgot to charge his hoodie. Charge his hoodie?
Charge.
Yeah.
Very good.
Charge?
I'll get another one for next time. Sorry.
Dave Hardy, late in tonight. Evening rats. Hope you're all doing well. Tell Steve I'll be partaking in the square sausage next week after holiday tour of Scotland. Nice.
Oh, nice one, mate. Well, you're getting
Nice
the weather
one.
for a change. Good time to come.
Yeah. Could be called a 64. I'll buy a 599 Meris Mercury X instead. It'll be better, but apart from money, it takes up more space. Love Beatronics aesthetics.
Well, I will second that opinion, being that the folks at Maris make amazing products and they sponsor my podcast. So, yeah.
They
Awesome.
do make some very, very cool stuff.
I've never tried any Meris stuff. I'd like to try it.
I'll get one of the Meris boards from Bruce.
Now we've got to give it back.
There is that.
Anyway, Bjorn, Walrus have beautiful pedals. Strymon is kind of boring looking, but built like tanks and very functional. That's a fair point.
The Walrus.
I don't think Strymon is kind of boring looking. For what it's worth, the Strymon aesthetic was designed by Gina at Maris, because the folks that started Maris are the same folks that started Strymon.
What you have to remember is at some point, an accountant is involved in all these companies. If there is a way they can have one singular look or one singular component or chassis to you weirdo Americans, if there is a way they can make one press, one tooling do more than one thing, they should do it financially, because at the end of the day they are businesses.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get more than one, you change the paint job, the lithography, that's the word, isn't it? All that sort of stuff to make them look different. Doesn't matter if they're in the same size and shape box, because that comes down to an economic decision rather than a passion one.
I mean, how many pedal builders use the same Hammond enclosures that every other builder makes? And
Boss have made an entire career out of it.
yeah.
Session Gold. Vinny, did you already decide which Tyler you're going to get from OM lead rhythm circuit or only the mid boost?
I haven't decided on getting a Tyler at this point. I'm just holding off. You know why? And here's my thought process on this. I like the sound of the inexpensive Tyler so much that I'm afraid to even spend the money on another one, because what's the percentage of goodness I'm going to get out of it more than the one I get now? I really think this one plays great. It's finished really well. It sounds awesome. I'm really surprised about the pickups, because I thought that was going to be the first thing to go. They sound fantastic. And it's not like I have junk back here. It's not like I'm playing through garbage. And it is on the fence of probably the best playing guitar in the room, hands down. The only thing I could put it up against maybe is the K-Line or my custom shop Telly, but they're all different animals. And I'll just say it. I would say the Tyler is the best playing guitar in the room.
Nice.
Like it.
Could be called a 64. Bjorn, I agree. Part of why I bought a Walrus slower, but got an old Blood Noise Dark Star stereo and preferred that. Both sound and even its look tall.
Now, the old Blood Noise stuff is not built for ergonomics or for size on your pedal board, because their stuff is awesome. Nobody buys a fuzz face because it's an economical thing to put on your board.
No. Gary, random non-guitar related question. How have many Americans heard of the legend that is Mr. Blobby? Do you know Mr. Blobby?
I don't know that one.
Is that a
Even
Clay,
Steve's looking confused.
Is that a
I'm
Clay,
looking at
Clay
Blobby
guy?
right now.
that a clay guy that gets smashed all the time or whatever? No.
Yeah, it's no. Mr. Blobby is like a guy in a
Foam suit.
huge foam suit, and all he ever said was "blobby, blobby, blobby."
Yeah.
No.
And he just used to wreck everything around him.
Phil could not.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
typing.
It was basically a way of tricking celebrities into working with Mr. Blobby, and then they'd film it, and Mr. Blobby would do stupid things, and the celebrity thinks that they're doing a serious thing, and Mr. Blobby just wrecks everything. It is quite fun.
It was the forerunner of Ali G.
Okay, that I'm
Different
familiar
to
with.
LG.
Very different, but you know,
Slightly more lowbrow.
Vincent says IKEA amp. It is.
Yeah.
I think that's a good. We're talking about the Lava Studio. Yes. Matteo, reload frets on Gibson. It has to do with the plec, which does leveling but not crowning. Hence the flat top frets.
That's not true anymore. Plex can crown.
Oh, different blade, different.
Yeah. Plex can actually tailor the crown shifting forward or back, whereas we crown with perfectly rounded in the center. Like Plex can do crazy stuff now.
Wow.
Why would you have it going forward or back?
Don't ask me. I just know they can. I wouldn't do it.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
Vincent, need to accept that AI is here and not going away. Absolutely.
Yep, agreed.
Yusuf says, I always feel the weak spot with AI is ATM, the lyrics.
At the moment.
At the moment, the lyrics,
Yeah.
not in the ones, the newest ones I've heard. The lyrics are actually really good.
Yeah.
It had a hook on a song that made me emotional.
Damn sight better than
Wow.
mine, I think that's for sure.
Vincent, would you cover an AI song if at a gig if properly? Yeah.
If that's what the
Yes.
audience wanted to hear.
Yeah, if that's
I
what I want to
already
hear.
cover
why not?
loads of songs that I don't like.
I
my God.
already cover songs I don't
Yeah.
like, so
Yeah, I was about
why
to
would
say-
this be any different?
I've been doing that for centuries.
Celebration is one of the worst songs ever.
Oh my
I
god.
love that song.
For a guitar, it's not the most fun
Oh,
part of it.
It's
Octave.
hideous. isn't
Pretty
it?
much the whole
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Mate, yeah.
Can you go bang, 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 bang for 4.5 minutes?
That's it.
When I used to shoot weddings, I could not stand the music they play at weddings. I just literally was just like, here we go again. And I'm not talking band DJs is very popular here. And I'm just like, I can't. And then the whole like line dancing thing, whatever that damn song is, I'm like, this is just garbage. I was like, I can't.
Funky Bass says, I'm so late. Apologies, lads. This is like that scene in Avengers with all the heroes at the end. But YouTube Guitar Heroes, Jivey Smash.
Oh no, you give me too much credit. At best, I would belong in the first Fantastic Four movie. At best,
Is that the one with
it's the one nobody saw because it was awful.
No, but the one with what's her name? The really rather attractive blonde actress whose name I can't remember right now.
You just name most of Hollywood.
Jessica Alba. That's a phenomenal.
Oh no,
Who?
Jessica Alba.
Oh,
I do love
We'd have to-
Jessica Alba.
We'd
but
have to
no.
come up with symbols for everybody's uniform. Like James can have the Atmos symbol on his chest. You know what I mean?
I'm just going to use the PV
Phil,
logo.
Phil, you'd have like a keyboard.
No, PV logo.
PV logo.
You know, Steve would have the glasses, definitely.
eBay.
Copy Quarter 64. Texas Paul, you can start one of the more affordable torpedo capture 4816s around 200 notes, but just make sure to match the impedance for amp, attenuator, and cab on a high budget Freyet PS2A.
Power Station 2A. Skip the Captor X if you want an attenuator. Skip it.
Yes, because the Capture X does not do that.
It does. It has 2 levels,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's awful. Don't do that. Get a real attenuator that has more steps than that. I say the same thing for the aux box. Anything that's stepped and only gives you a couple of options, they're not meant to be attenuators. They're meant to be capture devices for your amps to record or go live or just get an attenuator.
Yeah.
Compicorder 64 Friedman IRX preamp with IR disabled sounds amazing with my Fryette PS2A as a power amp. Nice.
It's a 50-watt tube power amp. I bet any amp
Yeah.
preamp emulator sound amazing in it.
6L6 though, isn't it? Is the
I think
Fryette
so.
stuff.
I think so.
Hello, says Michael.
Hello.
Oh,
What's up, Michael?
Hello. Jeff Cook. Steve must have one of Phil's USB thingies plugged into his neck because he apparently posted as Willie without typing while we were watching him.
boy.
Willie.
Mate, he
Willie's
wasn't
talking about Tony
typing with his
Robinson.
hands.
I can only do one alt account at a time.
Tony Kennedy, don't forget to like button, everyone. Yeah, thanks, Tony. Yes, give us a like. It helps more than you can possibly know. And we don't monetize this. So, yes, please. Please.
At this point, Chris, thank you.
Coils are sized in milli Henry.
Oh,
MH.
I don't know.
I did know that, but I've forgotten that.
I didn't know. I've never heard that.
Shahaba, he says, Naked Gun reboot, bad idea or horrible idea?
Terrible idea.
I'm still gonna say it.
It's no worse an idea than all the other reboots they're doing, so why not?
Reboots are a terrible idea. How many Spider-Man reboots have there now been?
Well, I mean, they're about to do Harry Potter, so
They're not, are they?
yes, they are. They're rebooting Harry Potter.
They're going to be in an old age home this time instead of the school.
Well, no, it's all new actors. They're starting from the beginning again.
Oh, God.
It's a full reboot.
God.
What about Spinal Tap 2? That's not more interesting, more relevant.
Spinal Tap 2, apparent, and Paul and I have this from insider knowledge. Spinal Tap 2 is phenomenal musically.
I hope so.
They were back in the studio
Yes.
doing it, and apparently it's phenomenal. I've been invited to an amazing gig, and I can't say where it is because if I told you where it is, you would think it's going to be the best gig ever. But I can't go because I'm on holiday.
Oh.
I am
Sounds
so
like you need to reschedule your holiday.
You have a lot of holidays.
I'm thinking that I might be able to get to the venue for the gig while I'm on holiday and just get an extra ferry trip in because I want to go so badly.
James has been on more holidays in the last year than I have in like my entire lifetime.
I have 2 a year.
I had one in I think 25 years.
And whose fault is that?
I don't know. I got to blame it on somebody.
Hold on, we're talking about Millie Henry. Oh no.
Yeah. No, they're
Millie Henry's
diving
going to
in.
filter high frequencies from your speaker and could save you from a speaker change for harsh sounding speakers.
Okay.
I really liked his first album.
No, cheers, Jim. And no, much appreciated. I'm only messing about. Comic Book 64. Have any of you tried the Celestion 100th anniversary Alnico, the silver 30-watt pricey ones? Need to decide between that and the Alnico Gold for single speaker Vox AC30S1 on Meris tops for Studio 2.
I'm always going to recommend the Alnico Gold. It's my favorite. It's my favorite 12-inch speaker.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a very small number of people in the world where you could say that, and the whole of the rest of the room wouldn't go nerd for saying that you actually have a favorite 12-inch
I have
speaker.
a favorite 12-inch speaker.
I think I have a favorite 12-inch speaker.
Is that the 112 version?
Yeah, that's the 112.
Yeah, I would say I would go with the gold. At least it's like tried and true, you
Yep.
know, or the the Alnico Blue, right? Wouldn't be
Well,
bad.
the blue's going to be too small because it's 30-watt amp, 15-watt speaker.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
All right.
the gold is the 50-watt version
of that,
same
right.
speaker. The silver is the 30-watt version.
Yeah, I would go with the Alnico. I don't know. I don't see too many people saying anything about that 100th anniversary, so I don't know.
And I've never heard anyone say bad things about the gold.
Yeah. And to be fair, you could put a lot cheaper speaker in and it still sound great. You could get a cream back or a red back and it would sound equally awesome.
Yeah.
Different, but awesome.
Text us, Paul. Copy caller, thank you, mate. Freya is actually the one I've got my eye on. Tim Pierce convinced me. Nice.
And him know a thing or two.
He knows a thing or two. Session Gold. Vinny, but aren't you curious about the quality, playability, and mainly the mid boost and the series parallel switching? Think you'd really like it.
Yeah, I think I'd like it too. The one I want in the I think it's, what is it, clown vomit smear or whatever the hell it is like $8,000, and I'm just not that curious. I just, that's a lot. I don't know, but I like
You should
that
try
one
one, though.
with no pick guard on it. I've seen one with no pick guard with double humbuckers that look wicked cool.
If
That's
only there was a
that's
show in America where you could turn up and try loads of instruments by different brands. I mean, if only that was a thing. See you in January, Vinny.
yeah.
You can't really try the stuff though. It's not
no.
the same. It's not the same.
That's what I say. I don't trust the sound of anything I play at NAMM. I basically don't play anything at NAMM. I just talk to people. I want to know more about the companies.
Yeah. If I was going to buy a Tyler, I would buy a double humbucker one only for the fact is I got the HSS here. Unless, and like I said, unless I tried an HSS in a store, which is not going to happen. If I tried one and I really liked it way beyond mine, then I would offload the JTG and then I would just buy the regular Tyler. But I have to say, I really don't think it's a bad guitar.
You should ask Rich to send you one. You've got a relationship with Rich, so you should just ask him to, see if he can send one see if you can do like a comparison video. I don't think anyone's done that yet.
That would be a good idea, actually. I might do that. I might hit him up.
At this point.
Mr. Lindsay, thank you, sir. You don't have to do that, mate. He said, cheers, lads. Something for the NAMM fund. Thanks, mate.
Well, he knows he's going to end up drinking it with us, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's true. Cheers, Al. Thanks, mate. Gym class. Got a UA Enigmatic recently. Really liking it. Exceeds my expectations. I don't get how they get these amp pedals sounding so amp-like. Interesting.
So UA sent me one of those because I talked to a couple of folks from UA at NAMM and explained to them that I had tried the Dream 65 and had not really been very enamored with it. I didn't think it was very good. And they were like, we think you need to try another. You need to go another round. And so they sent me the Enigmatic and they sent me a Dream 65. And weird enough, I think they were right. I think something was weird with the setup I was using before because I was using a buddy of mine's like studio setup and like going into his interface and that kind of stuff. And I just couldn't get a sound I liked out of them. But the Enigmatic's my favorite one that I've tried of theirs so far. If I had to go ampless, that would be what goes on my board as my amp.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
Sorry, I've just gone backwards. Sorry, I've gone backwards.
It's all right.
Hang on. No, I haven't. I've gone. No, I am right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're talking amongst themselves, so let's go to the next one. That's all good.
Yeah.
Anton, James, I bet Sacha Baron Cohen would be pleased with that comparison. Blobby versus LEG. I know what you mean. It was sort of, scamming celebrities, scamming interviews, wasn't it? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Tony, Paul, did you give the Big Wreck Ian Thornley stuff? I sent you a listen. If so, what do you think? If not, why? So I think I really like his guitar playing. So much so I became a bit obsessed with looking at getting his Sir Roughneck guitar. I think he's an amazing guitar player. I like some of the Big Wreck stuff, and then I listened to, I think it was called like Boxcar or something, and it sounded like Bad Motley Crue. So there's one song. It was horrible. So I instantly switched off. But I like I think the singles, probably from the first album. I thought they were really good.
Plus you've been on that King Diamond binge that you've been listening to all his albums endlessly right now. So maybe.
But the thing is, there are some bands that I know, Paul, you and I absolutely adore. Fleetwood Mac, for example. But if you put, say to your music streaming playback service of choice, play Fleetwood Mac, at some point, one of the dodgy tracks from Tusk is going to come on, and you instantly play Skip. Because I like the Fleetwood Mac-esque ones. I don't like the Lindsey Buckingham's going off on one.
Random aside, speaking of Fleetwood Mac, the gig I played on Saturday night this past weekend, the band that played before us was a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. I did
Right.
not want to go on stage after them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that good.
They were phenomenal.
What were they called? What was the
They're
L-
called Landslide, a tribute to Fleetwood Mac
Let's go.
out of Memphis, Tennessee. So if any of you are in Memphis, go see them.
Awesome. Vincent, okay, misplace your dumbbells. Dumbbells, I'm
Yeah.
guessing means. What amp would you stand in as a replacement?
Red plate.
TS1, 2-Rock, all day long.
I'm not going to say an amp. I'm going to say my Axe Effects. I love it.
At this point, a lightning bolt has come across and gone, and Mr. Drew's sitting there as a charred out remains with just the
I just
glasses
love
and
it.
the hat on.
It really is that good. I'm gonna admit to that. It is that good sounding. I find that all of my favorite patches on the Axe Effects are the ones where they have the ODS 100 as the amplifier typically.
Interesting.
And yeah, it is that good. I would still take my TS1. I took my TS1 on my gigs this past weekend. Love that amp.
Awesome.
I'll go for a pair of orange OR 120 heads, 40k each, curls.
So they are dumbbells rather than dumb bulls.
Maybe.
Vinny?
I don't know. I'd use Phil's 2-Rock.
Yeah,
There
you're
we
happy to
go.
borrow it.
Yeah,
Never let them borrow
I'd be lazy. I'd turn up and use somebody else's amp that I knew was great. Oh, here we go. There's a blast from the
Gaza.
past.
Gaza says, does anyone remember when Freyat was VHT? I still got a VHT Pitbull combo with 2x12 speakers. My back hurts just looking at it.
Yep.
Yep,
I remember that.
The VHT stuff was really good. I remember it was gainy, but really good.
They had a thing called the valvulator. If any of you remember that, it was a tube buffer that you could use that also had 9-volt outs for your pedal board. So it was like your tube buffer for your pedal board and power supply all in one. I had one. I loved that thing. Thought it sounded great back in the the prehistoric days of weird pedal board builds and buffers, and I don't know. It was a weird time in the 90s and 2000s.
I remember Radial did a tube valve DI box called the Firefly, and I remember putting absolutely everything through it because it sounds phenomenal. I would get one now if I could find one for sensible money.
I'm curious, VHT valvulator, you can pick one up for $200.
Dang. Brisbane Shadows Group, MH would be Mega Henry. The difference is a factor of a million, so in case it isn't trivial, Big M and Little M are very different.
Major and minor. There you go.
There we go. Got to be called a 64. Interesting 40 watt. Pete
Honore.
singled out the Honora. Yeah, singled out the Alnico Gold. You two are swaying me. He likes the Greenback 65. Yet problem with blue is too small. I have a blue for my Vox AC15.
Yep. I think the gold is the way.
Yeah, if money's no object, I say the gold, but you can never go wrong with a creamback. I love creamback speakers. I think they sound fantastic.
I like greenback. I really like greenbacks.
Well, the thing is though, it falls into the same thing as with the Alnico Blue. It's the wattage factor.
Yeah.
Is it?
You know?
What's a greenback?
A creamback is like a higher wattage greenback is really what it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it exactly the same sound?
It's close. You're gonna get more of a highs out of it than you are with the greenback because it's a higher rated speaker. So the EQing is not exactly the same. But I would imagine if you cranked it on an amp totally cranked, you would probably be very close to what you like in the greenback.
Yeah, greenback's 25 watt. Creamback's 65 watt.
65, yeah.
So why do Matchless put a green and or in some of their mismatch cabs? I think that's a green and a cream.
Yes, because the cream has a little bit more bass and a little bit more highs, and then the EQing of the greenback is more like a mid focus, so you kind of get best of both worlds.
Also, if you remember that whole conversation we had earlier about speakers providing some distortion as well. If you put a 25 watt speaker, you're going to get some distortion out of that speaker, whereas the 65 watts going to stay super clean.
Right. You're going to get that earlier breakup.
Yep.
Interesting. Gary, big record, great. Paul, give Ghost a listen. I will do.
I tell you, it was the best concert I went to ever.
Ghost.
I couldn't believe the concert.
My wife has started to listen to them a lot. So
I couldn't believe the showmanship, the stage stuff. Everything was well done. I was really impressed. And unfortunately, it was my daughter's first concert. And I looked at her and I'm like, yeah, not everything's going to be this good that you go to.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Oh, you know, what's funny. You were talking about going on after another band. Years ago, I went and saw Yes with a buddy of mine who's a big Yes fan, right? And a band called Procol Harum opened up for them. Now, I've never been into them because of the whole, like, what is it? The Horse in the Desert with No Name song, whatever the hell that they sing, right?
White Shade of Pale was their big song.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I don't want to hear this. I'm like, I just want to hear Yes. You know what I mean? They knocked it out of the park. It was, what a band. And the guy's guitar tone playing through a half stack Marshall was off the charts. It was so good that when Yes got on there, it was just like terrible. And that's pretty sad. It was like, it was a bummer to see them come on after that band. They really got their butts kicked by that opening band. It was amazing.
I saw one of the best gigs I've ever seen of all time was me and a buddy went to see Whitesnake, and this is modern Whitesnake, you know. So Doug Aldridge, Tommy Aldridge is still on drums, no relation. But a friend of mine said, "You know who's in support, don't you?" I said, "No idea who's in support." He said, "Gary Moore."
Oh wow.
Right? So we went to see Whitesnake, but I said, man, we have to be there for the first band. The first band on were a band called Y&T, Yesterday and Today, who were brilliant, but Gary Moore just stole the show. And it's actually the last Gary Moore live DVD you can buy. That's the show we were at, and you can see me in the third row going.
Nice.
Love it.
Throwing your bra.
Yeah, somebody else's.
Travis, he said, I'm going to be in Nashville next month for a Cardinal Black. Anyone here listen to Chris Buck and his band? Yeah, Chris Buck is.
Yeah,
I think Chris is one of my favorite guitar players.
I'll be there, Travis. So hunt me down. We'll share a drink.
Awesome. Tony, Gary, that was the first track I put for him to listen live at the Sir Show.
Nice.
Michael, wish all you cool rats on the screen and in the chats all the best. I'll be offline for a while. I'll be back if I don't have a heart attack. Cheers. Or let's hope you don't, Michael.
Yeah. Skip the heart attack,
Michael.
Yes.
Look after yourself.
Yeah.
Vincent, do you think that the 70s, 80s Japanese Strats and Gibson copies, i.e. Tokai Greco, really match up?
No.
I think they're at least as good as what Gibson and Fender were making in those time periods.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember working in a guitar shop and Tokai Strats and Telecasters, and I hated them.
But the Tokai Les Pauls were very, very good.
Yeah, see, that's the ones I'm mostly considering,
But
to
some
be
of them
honest.
were hit and miss. The quality was hit and miss back then.
So was Gibson.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Fair enough.
it's amazing what computer and CNC technology has done to the guitar world.
We
You've
don't
only
give
got to have
Hartley Peavy enough credit.
You've only got to have one guy who was out on a Thursday night going on a Friday morning, and it's.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it in the technology now. You could buy a guitar for $400, and it would, and some of that would rival what I used to buy for $1,000 or $1,500.
You can buy it for a lot less than that. See Jet.
Kojima guitars out of Brazil. My local shop here is a dealer. Those things are way better than they have any right to be at $250.
Yeah.
Wow. Anton, Travis, seen Cardinal Black a few times. Awesome band. Chris Buck is fantastic player. He sure is. You missed Bill. James.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Bill Whitman, White Shade of Pale, classic Procol Harum. Sure is. I love that song.
Yeah.
Guitar Hoodlum. Jeff Whitehorn is the guitarist you probably saw Vinny. Great. Okay, Jeff Whitehorn is the guitarist you probably saw Vinny. Great British sideman in many well-known bands.
Yeah,
Yes.
the guy was killer.
Yep.
Hmm.
Right, so it's time for this.
Stupid comment of the week.
Now, as you can imagine, we're still riding the wave of Paul's PRS video. But
Hey, we haven't finished with that yet.
it turns out that today's video has also generated some absolute gold. So this is today's.
So hold on, we need to explain the context of the question. So the video today was on the Tonix one and buying an air step, which the Tonix one is about 150 quid, 120 quid.
Yeah.
And the air step is how much?
£76.
So 200 notes. And the guy said, just get a quad Cortex.
And that, boys and girls, was
Stupid comment of the week.
And in all fairness to him, he's not the only person that made that comment.
What? Okay. Seriously, I get it, but like when we're talking a massive price difference like that, what do you mean? Just get? It's like when somebody buys a Blues Junior and somebody tells them, hey, just get it divided by 13. You know?
Yeah. Or someone buys a Ford. And says, "Why don't you go and buy a Ferrari?"
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyway, gentlemen, it has been a
do you know
pleasure.
the questions? Can I just say? Do you know the questions that I hate? Or the questions you get is when someone comments on a video, and then they list their high end stuff that they've got just as a bit of a brag. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
It's like
all the time.
Oh, it is. I find it so embarrassing. Just like, why would you even say? Why? Yes, great, you've got that. You don't have to shout about it and boast about
It's
it.
kind of like, here's my credibility.
I get it, Paul.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
You want me to stop talking about my PV Bandit? I will. I'm sorry.
My Bandit would smoke that.
I started off with way worse guitar amps than a PV Bandit.
Oh, me too.
My Gorilla
had to level up to the
Gorilla
PV Bandit.
15 would leave that behind.
I ran a Rocktron Chameleon in stereo into two PV 112. I think they were Bandits.
Let's
That's
go.
what I'm talking. That must have been
Stereo.
a killer tune. I bet that was great.
It
I
sounded
loved
cool.
Chameleon.
And I had one of the first era Petrucci Music Man guitars that I paid a fortune for.
I need to do a
Awesome.
proper video where I properly record a PV Bandit. There's not enough on YouTube where people can actually hear what they actually can sound like. They can be really, really good.
They sound different generations as well.
Yeah, and
on which one you get.
I've got an OG like 82. Still haven't found that Gunsmoke first year Bandit, but I will one day.
I'm having you're getting old when I can't like hear certain music now, like with this whole like and I understand the talent in it, but the whole I don't know what they call it, like math metal
Math
rock.
Whatever. I can't
Holy
do
fella.
it. I can't do it. I mean, amazing techniques and talent, but I can't comprehend it.
All you have to remind yourself, and this is one of those things that I tell myself when I'm mixing, and I tell myself when I'm writing or producing, is that you dance to the kick drum and you cry to the lyrics. Everything else is gravy.
If you get that the wrong way around, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had some pretty ropey kick downs that have made me cry, but
Well, that's because you're a drum nerd.
yeah. Should we do the last couple of questions that have come in?
Go on
May as
then.
well.
Just because we can.
Farid, 10:14.
Yes, boom. There we go.
Farid said Cardinal Black are playing in Southampton at the Engine Rooms, 24th of October. Oh, I might go and see. Chris, that'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I might be in for that.
Yes,
Depends what day of the week.
that might be a good gig. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know the Engine Rooms in Southampton. Brisbane Shadows Group. The cover of Texas Flood shows SRV with his Tokai spring sound. You see the logo in the original photo, but there's no logo in the drawn picture on the album cover.
Mm.
Interesting. Boy, what? I'll shoot you a message when I get into tune.
Yep, sounds good.
Michael, before I go, that was the point I didn't get to make last week because CNC, etc. I wasn't offering to make anybody guitar. I wouldn't do that to anybody.
Oh, I remember he was talking about building guitars for himself last week.
Yeah.
Awesome. Deja, watching Chris Buck journey has been so satisfying. Astounding player and top bloke. Still want to see his Tone Twins rescued 60s Strat more often. The rev start is fire though. Yes.
Leaving REM was the best thing he ever did.
Leather meat cake.
Indeed.
Or when they tell you to change your pedal board, right, Vinny?
So real quick, I did a video on me trying to get away from buying a Fractal, and I put all the pedals on my board and did a whole big thing. And then so Mike was on there and said it sounded great. He says I would be curious to see what it would sound like with different pedals in a different order. So he was mentioning all these different orders, and it turned out like the whole board would be destroyed in reverse. He's like, on second thought, he's like, I just destroyed your whole board. Never mind.
Awesome. Vincent, our US gear price jumped noticeably with the recent events. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, they're going up. Don't get me wrong. They're definitely going up. The one I've been using as an example. So Fender tends to be the first company to panic react with pricing. I'm just going to be really honest. That's not me talking trash. That's just me stating the obvious. They were the first company that I knew raised prices during COVID when everything went up. When the example I've been using is the 59 Bassman Tone Master, right? When it launched, it was $14.99. Right now, that same amp is $18.40. It has gone up $340. It was released in October of last year.
Which is ironic, considering the Tone Master Pro is going quite the other direction.
Yeah, exactly.
The JTG guitars were going for $17.99. I got mine for $16, I think, or $16 and change. And they're now listed on Reverb at like $2,100 and change, somewhere's in that zone already.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a 123% of that's a 23% price hike, by the way, for those keeping score.
Deja, acoustic guitar forum guys tend to do a full list on their collection for some reason to accompany a basic comment.
Acoustic guitar people are a different breed. So I'm going to Fretboard Summit here in a few weeks, and it's a lot of acoustic people. And we as electric guitarists, we look at like expensive electric guitars and we're like, oh, that's $3,000, that's $4,000, that's $5,000. Acoustic people don't think something's expensive until it's at least 5 figures.
Wow. Are acoustic players like the hi-fi nerds of guitar?
Yes, 100%. There was last time I was there last year, Bourgeois had an acoustic guitar in their booth that was for sale that I think was $28,000.
Pardon.
A new guitar. That's not a vintage guitar.
Damn.
Ouch.
Travis, whoa, now what about the bass guitar? That's right up there with the drums, moving you in the audience. Drums with that bass guitar is like a beautiful woman with no lower half. That sounds like
that's an interesting way of putting it, but no, I totally agree. For me, think of it like a car. Think of the drums of the engine, the bass is the wheels. Unfortunately, keyboards and guitars and stuff are
the cup holder.
Are bodywork and seats.
They're the air conditioner. You don't need it, but you miss it when it's not there.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like that.
That's
I like that very much. We're there, boys and girls, or boys in this case. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to spend my Wednesday evening with you. Please thank, in no particular order, because I have to say that, 40 Watt Phil.
Oh, this is obviously in order. Best to last, best to worst.
Vinny the Axe. Steve Casardi.
New channel.
such a shill.
And quite frankly, he can introduce himself.
But I'm Paul Drew. Bye.
And me from Jivey Talks Tech. We'll see you hopefully next week for more of the same old guff, if you can bear to join us. Have a great week, everyone. Everyone, enjoy gigging this weekend, and we'll see you again very soon. Night, night.
Night, night. Give us a like.
And subscribe.